What's up, Dove Nation? Hello, Amy. We will have Dean on here in due time. Until then, I wanted to start out by giving Bob Myers a huge thank you for bringing 4 championships to the Warriors, for living the dream of every kid that had to go through the Cohan era. Hold on, let me fix my setup there. And you could see it in the tearful eyes of Bob when he talked about being a fan, a 10-year-old up in the upper deck. You know, that's me. That's me too. But good job, Bob. This role of being a GM can be a hell of a grind. And so comes as no surprise to me that he was going to step down. In fact, I wrote about that right here. So if we go to the screen in back of me, find a place where we can type in letsgowarriors.com. First of all, these are our videos of the Bob Myers podium with Lacob and before that. And then if you look at the website, you will see that I wrote about it. Recall the story back in 2014 when I was actually there with Bob, with Diamond Leung, the beat writer for the San Jose Mercury at the time, and Monty Poole and Rusty Simmons. Man, I hope Rusty's doing well wherever he is. And I think it was just the 4 of us. I went to that meeting because I happened to be at practice, and they were like, "Oh, Bob's going to talk about the Warriors just firing Darren Erman today." You remember the assistant coach, Darren Erman, who later it was found out that he had been secretly audio recording a conversation. I think it was only one conversation, but that was against company policy, as it probably is against all company policies everywhere in America, at least probably in the employee handbook. Thou shalt not record a meeting without prior consent. And so we didn't know it at the time that that's what it was for, but Bob had to say he violated company policy. And as I wrote in this article, someone else who remembered that time was like, "Yeah, Bob was all broken up about it. I remember that day." And so that was the first indication to me that Bob really had a lot of passion for what he did, for his job. And I'm going to wait for Dean to come on. One more commercial on ABC, and we will probably tip off because we left off with them doing the national anthem. So I hope Dean gets on here soon because it'd be nice to have him do play-by-play. I'm gonna be setting up another channel actually for NBA stuff, and I already have content for that. So I kind of want to work on that. A little late to it, obviously. We're about to tip off, and I have content from practice yesterday. But yeah, just applying all of my rituals that I do for Let's Go Warriors to more of a broader NBA thing, and then and then we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, yeah, I do think Aloha on Twitch. I do think it's going to be Mike Dunleavy because, as I said here, it has to be a hire from within. It just has to. By the way, this is Michael Myers. I also found out that Bob's middle name is Michael during my research. So it's got to be Mike Dunleavy. I mean, by the way, Mike Dunleavy has been helping out Bob, his right-hand man, since 2019. He's not new to the job. Also, Kirk Latham has been assistant general manager since 2015. And finally, you have a little bit of this where Steve Kerr said Mike Dunleavy and Bob are best friends. So I'd be shocked if Latham picked anybody else. So we're just waiting for Dean right now, and we're waiting for the game to start. I'm still on commercial. So as soon as that happens, we'll be ready to go. We got to get Dean to be more punctual. Yeah. Mike Dunleavy is getting so much hate on Twitter. I'm sure it's because of this. Mike Dunleavy kicked in face, maybe. Let's look for the image. There he was kicked in the face. Right here. Here's the video of it. But we will go to the image. This is hilarious. So, you know, it just so happened. Remember Newble? Ira Newble, I mean. Oh, gosh. So we're about to tip off. There's Rocky, the best mascot in the NBA, by the way. Pick of Dunleavy getting kicked in the face by Ira Newble. The other funny thing about that is that we used to make this part of goldenstateofmind.com's banner. So it used to figure prominently because throughout the Cohen era, I knew the founders of Golden State of Mind. They played in my basketball league. I've told the story before. So we, you know, the attitude back then was that we just had to get through it with humor, get through the Cohen era with humor. Dean Chambers.
What's up, Rich?
Glad you're
How's
here.
it going? Thank you, man.
You ready for some play-by-play?
Yes, sir. Are you going to be on or are you going to be off?
I'll be around, but I'm trying to get the other YouTube channel started, and I've been delayed. Therefore, need you to do play-by-play as I do that.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm about to tip off. I think you're traditionally just about 70 seconds behind, so let us know where you are.
Okay, yeah, I'm right about to tip off too.
Oh, good. I'll let you know when Mark Davis looks like Mark Davis.
Jokic versus Adebayo. False tip.
Oh, good. We're
Adebayo wins it. Oh no, Nuggets win it.
11:52, 11:51, 11:50.
Yeah, 11:52, 11:51, 11:50. So like 3 seconds.
Well, we'll sync up later. But go ahead.
All right, Jamal Murray, hang time, tough layup for the first points the Nuggets have ever scored in the NBA Finals. The Heat, as per usual, are actually, almost ironically, very calm and cool. Low post into Adebayo, turns, fires it out to Vincent, who's still, well, he seemed a little slow on that push off, but put up the shot, missed it. Jokic rebound. Murray gets a screen by Jokic, puts up a three, front rim. Adebayo with the rebound and does Draymond, starts taking the ball up the court. Over to Strus, takes a little mid-range jumper at the free throw line, no good. Butler, offensive rebound, turns around from the right wing, puts it up and in. Two. It's 2-2. 10:50 to go. Aaron Gordon is taking the ball up the court now. Guess it's important to have big men who can dribble and pass. Over to Jokic. Jokic hands off to Murray. Murray slices through the defense. Jokic draws 2, kicks it out over to the corner to Aaron Gordon, way off. I think that was an air ball, actually. Maybe just barely hit the rim. Butler gets it on the right wing, standing on the finals logo, which might have been important. Nice, easy little bounce pass to Adebayo, but it doesn't go down. MPJ throws it over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon is looking. No, I thought he was going to try and get it to Jokic. Takes the ball down, lost it, got it back, put it up and in. Nuggets 4, Miami 2, Heat 2. Butler's taking the ball up the court, over to the Ball Arena logo this time. Yo-yoing, looking, getting a screen from Adebayo. Stops, pivots, looking still. Out to 40 feet, back to Strus, back to Butler. Puts up a 3. It's good. Heat have taken the lead, 5-4. Yeah, Butler has all 5 points. Murray calmly taking the ball down the court. The Heat don't look exhausted right now, and the Nuggets don't look rusty. Jokic, nice easy pass into Gordon, slam dunk. That was nice and easy. That's Vincent taking the ball up the court, surveying, a couple screens going on. They move away from that, give it to Adebayo, goes against Jokic. He'll jump hook. It's good. 7-6. Murray setting it up. They get it across half court about 19 seconds. Still setting it up. Over to Jokic. Handoff back to Murray. Very simple play. Murray just waits 1 second. Gets it to Jokic, who puts up a good shot. No good, but it's 2 free throws for the 2-time MVP. And I think the foul must have been on Bam here. Yeah, he smacked him from behind. Jokic wants a foul, gets it, then is silent afterwards, which is nice. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Dean, Nicole, Parth. How's it going? I'm seeing a review now of Jokic feeding Gordon. It's just only a few point guards, really, who've ever been able to pass like that. In fact, he's 7 feet tall. It's just unbelievable. Adebayo, of course, able to do something similar at the center position, taking the ball up the court, going up against Jokic. No, puts back out on the perimeter. A little fake screen for Martin, and it's blocked out of bounds, I think, by the Nuggets. So it'll be Heat ball. Denver up 1, 8-7. Yeah, it fell off. I don't know what happened, Nicole. It didn't take me 9 razor blades to get it off at all. 30 minutes, no way. Anyway, Caleb Martin, long 2. No, back rim. Gordon rebound. Throws the ball up to MPJ, who had an idea of just shooting it right then and there, but decides not to. It's the finals. He's going to, step back. Nope. Offensive rebound. That was Aaron Gordon who got that one, I think. Jokic back into Porter. Short leaner from near the restricted zone, but no good. He takes the ball up the court. Butler's calling out a play. This series is going to have a lot of good passers in it, which is really fun. The Heat are really good passers, all of them, and most of the Nuggets are very good or else move well without the ball. So that's always nice to see. Strus with the sidestep 3 is no good. Rebounded by Porter. Murray, quick hit ahead into Gordon, puts it up and down. Probably thought there was a foul, but no call. It is the finals, so little physicality is going to be expected. Vincent gets in the mid-range, little shoulder push off from the left side and puts in a 2-pointer. It is 10-9, Denver, Miami. 7:20 to go. Jokic, handoff to KCP, rattles around and in. Rattles around almost out and down. That's always a good feeling. Adebayo still taking the ball up the court most of the time. Passes over to Butler, gets a screen from Vincent. Doesn't do anything with it. Gets another screen from a different direction from Adebayo into the lane. Wow, what a block, but gets it back, puts it up, no good. Nuggets ball. trying to take a 2-possession lead. Ooh, I think KCP almost shot that, then got the ball out of his hands. Anyway, the ball finds its way over to Gordon. In the post, he puts it up again. He's been on fire. Murray and Jokic playing very unselfishly and getting the other guys going to the Heat need a timeout here. It's 14-9. Denver to Miami. Nuggets are very excited. It's a long game, long series. Finals are strange too. They're the strangest of any basketball series, just in terms of how quickly things can switch back and forth. But so far, both teams are playing really well. I think Jokic and Butler have taken maybe 2 or 3 shots so far. It's been a lot of Butler scoring, yes, but the ball is really moving around well for Miami, and the Nuggets are, as per usual, playing very selfless, not just unselfish, but really selfless basketball, and their defense has been pretty strong for the first 5 minutes. Your stream is super ahead. You're not past the timeout, are you, Nicole? And thank you for not spoiling. Rich, if you're able, maybe we should do a poll in the comment. Oh, please splash the like button on who people want to win this game, because I know a lot of people. Yeah, I can see eating chips down there, Rich. What's up? But I know a lot of people were rooting for the Heat in the East and the Nuggets in the West. There we go. Yeah, so just for game 1, who would you like, or who do you think is going to win it? You know, I'm going to pick the Nuggets to win the series, I think. I mean, we'll see. But I think the Heat might steal this one. I think that'd be pretty fun. Although it doesn't seem like people agree. Okay, I can't see that on StreamYard, Rich. Sorry, dude. Sorry, man. But please vote and leave a like, if you would. Who am I rooting for overall? The Nuggets, I think. Yeah. I mean, I grew up right across the mountains, from Denver, and obviously, Jazz Nuggets was always pretty fun. And I do like the Heat, though. They have a really incredible organization. Being able to continue to replicate what that championship culture that they got with Wade and Shaq for 1 year in 2006, being able to transform that into obviously the Heatles with LeBron, Chris Bosh, and Ray Allen, and then to the bubble team in 2020, and they made the conference finals last year, another NBA finals, the most since 2000, since they first made the finals, I believe. They are also the second organization. Sorry, they're the first organization in this decade, in the 2020s, to make 2 finals. Obviously, the Warriors had 5 straight, and then in 2022, but that was in the 2010s. So they're the first team in the 2020s to make the finals. We are back. Gabe Vincent, there was a defensive play. Gabe Vincent tries to throw it up to Butler and Murray. Yeah. Jamal Murray gets tangled up with Jimmy Butler. They're talking it through. Doesn't seem like Butler's angry about it. We'll see the replay. Yeah, Murray just slipped. Murray slipped and fell into him. There was absolutely nothing dirty there as far as I can tell. You see his leg just came out from underneath him. is this a? I want to. No, guess it's not a clear path or anything like that. It's just side out heat into Adebayo over to Vincent, puts up the three, back rim, no, but Adebayo soars in for the putback, slam dunk. Gordon playmaking lot, throws over to Jokic. Jokic back to Gordon. Just wanted to touch the ball to get the offense moving. Jokic running around screens like a massive Steph. Sets the screen for Murray. I thought he should have passed to Jokic. Puts up a two, nothing but net. That dude's a great tough shot maker. There are kind of two people on him there too. Anyway, Adebayo sets up Vincent again. Vincent into the mid-range over to Strus. Strus over to Martin. Martin down the lane, puts it up. No good. I think it might have been blocked. KCP on the fast break. Outruns everybody. Puts it up at the rim. No. Jokic tips it, but out on the Nuggets. It's 16-11 Denver for my little part of the universe. You might be ahead of me. Man, that was fast. They got back from the replay, and the shot was already up from Gabe Vincent down for three. 16-14. It's the NBA Finals, man. Cut the replay short. I don't get that. We got to finish the replay. Jokic feeds Murray. Nice, easy little dunk with hardly any defensive resistance there. Vincent dribbling, finds. Oh, wow. Looked like he was going for Adebayo, but he found Strus wide open in the corner, but no. Murray takes the ball up the court, dribbling over to Jokic, looking to pass down into Gordon with the smaller man, mouse in the house. Nice, easy layup. It's the Nuggets have been playing so well. They're only up 6, 2014. The Heat, I mean, just as you knew, it's going to be cockroaches, bacteria, and the Miami Heat that has survived a nuclear Armageddon, man. They're so resilient. Martin, pump fakes, got into lane. I thought he should have gone up for the layup. No, passes out and over. The swing pass, so was over to Vincent, I think, in the corner. No good. Aaron Gordon's taking the ball up the court. Finds a seam. Euro step. Lefty layup. Oh, he's on fire. He's officially on fire. 12? 12 points, I think. Let's bring up the I'm sure you guys know, but Adebayo pulls up from the free throw line, straight down. He's really good at that shot. And he releases it from such a high high angle to the basket. It's very difficult and very quickly. It's very difficult to even contest that one. Jokic play makes for Gordon, who's that's Murray, who's wide open for another dunk. They're doing what the Celtics were not able to do and just destroy the Heat rim protection here. And yet again, they're only up by 8 now. Heat missed a shot. Didn't see who it was. Porter got the rebound over to Gordon, playmaking again. Trying to cross over the somewhat smaller Max Strus. Into the lane. Finds Michael Porter Jr. wide open in the corner. He missed it. That's not a shot the Heat want to give up, though, if they want to win this game. That guy we know can just drain those easy catch-and-shoot corner threes. But Butler slices right by him. Delayed. Porter falls down. It's 4-on-5. Murray pulls it up. Porter might have been able to be a trailer there, but he just runs to the corner. Jokic finds Porter, puts it up. That one's good. I had the right feeling, just the wrong time. The Heat are at 18 points. Nuggets 27, so starting to take a little lead. I'm not sure if Spoelstra's going to call timeout, though. I think he already told them what they need to know, and he's going to let them play through this. Butler into the lane, lost the ball, gives it to Strus over to Adebayo. He had a wide open layup, but Adebayo hits the jumper. Maybe not wide open, but he had a good shot. But if it goes in, it goes in. Now the Nuggets call timeout, which is interesting. Coach Malone is clapping, which could just be positivity, or this could be more of a TV timeout. I want Jimmy and the Heat to win. That's cool. That's cool. Thank you, Rich. It's tough. Let's see. Yeah, the team. Look, I like you talk about the connection of the team and everything. That's important. There's also just like it's really hard repeating as champion, and especially with a rough regular season. So I think I look very young. Thank you, Robbie. Um, well, I'm not. I'm a little older than I was, but hopefully I get older than I am now. So thank you. But I know what you meant, Robbie. I like it better. Anyway. I don't. We had a real shot to win game 1 and 4, and if we win game 2 and 5, I mean, then we're playing the Nuggets, right? So, and we might have been a little better. We might have had a little bit more difficult mismatches with our shooting and everything. Just like the Lakers had a really good mismatch with Davis against our style of basketball. But I also agree with her aerodynamic. Yeah. No, I know. Thank you, Amy. I know we won 11 road games and everything, which is, I think we're the 3rd or 4th worst team in the league on the road. I just mean there's more to it than just disconnection, like it happens a lot. It's let's see, the last team to make 2 finals in a row was the Warriors, 2018 and 19. And it's just really hard getting back to that point, because even starting off the year, even without the punch, which obviously really hurt, but is not like that wasn't the only thing to blame either. You just lose the hunger when you just won the title and everybody's giving you your best shot, especially when you're on the road. Like that's one of the reasons, Yeah, we blew a lot of games and everything, but anyway, I think we're coming back here, but I want to see this team hungry next year. I think we will be. Well, the cameramen did it again. They were showing the mountains, and the play had already started. Anyway, it's Christian Brown, I believe is how you pronounce it. Down the lane, right-handed hook layup, no. Rebounded by Butler, I believe. Probes through the paint, finds Martin, back to Butler. Screen from, fake the screen from Zeller, put up a floater, one-handed shot, which I don't love. If you're not guarded, take a two-handed jump shot. KCP comes down, and I think he pushed off. That's a charge. It is 27-20. Denver, Miami, with 1:19 to go in the first quarter. Martin taking the ball up the court. Slowly. Screen from Butler. Over to Butler. They're going to ISO him on the right wing. Backs down. Brown. Bruce Brown. Brown. And pushed off. Yep. Robinson pushed off. At least one Mountain City's getting a push-off call. Over to Jokic. Does his strange little dance. Finds Brown again, puts it up. Wow. Swatted out of the sky by Butler, I think that was. And he got the ball, that's right. Jimmy Butler pulls up 3. Nope. It's off. Jokic thought about grabbing it, then says, no, that's definitely Nuggets ball. We'll get a second arrest here with 27 seconds to go. Let everybody get set up, which makes sense. Jimmy Butler for big emotional. Also, almost impossible to read what's happening in the game by looking at his face. Very interesting. Tension, altitude warning, low oxygen. That's great. Just let's make sure we see the play. Oh. Anyway. That's that's Bruce Brown, I believe. Handling the ball. Jokic sets a soft screen over to KCP for 3. Nope. Jokic swats that and steals it. Gordon picked it up, threw it into Jokic for a nice, easy layup. 2, 1, Lowry for 3, air ball. End of the first quarter, 29-20. Denver up by 9. KCP's got a thumb injury, looks like, too. Swats at it and steals it. Huh. Amy. Oh, Parth. That was like a. It was like a. Not really a joke, but more like a. I don't know. Just a little trash talking from the fans. It's not an actual problem with low oxygen in the arena. They're at Denver, in case you don't know, is a mile high in elevation. So it's really only Denver and Utah are at significant elevation in the NBA. I don't think anywhere else is too much above sea level, or maybe a couple hundred feet. I can't think of anywhere else. I don't think Phoenix is very high elevation. So, yeah, I think those are the only two that are really, really up there. What was that, L11? Yeah. Look, man, we all have our own idea of where the team should go. But the most important thing is that we don't have to trade anything or anybody. I think we have to sign some veterans, definitely. We actually must do that. That's a requirement. Everything else is really pretty cool because of the roster Bob Myers has left us with. And will leave us with, I guess, because he'll still be around for draft night, I believe. So 11 is okay. Oh, 11. All right. Cool. But we have tons of assets. We obviously, Moses Moody was a revelation. Jonathan Kuminga has all the talent in the world. Jordan Poole has already proven himself as a starter to be about a 25-point per game player, and that's with inconsistent role and minutes. He played not very well in the playoffs and also had a badly sprained ankle. I know that. But he was excellent. He was amazing for us in the playoffs last year. He, maybe got humbled a little bit by everything that happened. And I don't mean humbled in a negative way. I mean humbled in almost really given more hunger. And Steph, Klay, and Dre, they can all play better. Looney's great. Like, people are really overreacting. Anyway, plays back. Vincent puts up a three, no good. Bruce Brown Bruce Brown with the rebound. Dribbling against Duncan Robinson here. Cuts into the lane, puts it up. Got close, but nope, off the rim. Gabe Vincent over to Kyle Lowry, over to Duncan Robinson for three, back rim. Adebayo gets it back. Could have maybe been able to put it up. Oh, Christian Brown with the rebound. Diving on the court, trying to get it. The ball slides out of bounds. But that's a roof raiser for the crowd right there. NBA Finals, man. That's exactly the way you want everyone in your team to play. He went on the ground so hard that it forced him out of bounds, which is crazy. Lowry takes three. Again, offensive rebound to Miami. I think it was Haywood Highsmith, the legend himself, who got that rebound. Lowry feeds it back to him, puts up a shot, fouled. They show a shot at the crowd, booing, as you might expect. And Christian Brown with the foul. He clearly smacked him all over the forearm on that. So really no contest there. No complaints for the ref's call. That was a foul. But you give up 2 free throws to try to prevent a wide open layup. But Highsmith hits the first. It looks like it's little L11, L capital I, little L11, right? Anyway, Murray taking the ball up the court. Moving it to Brown, who's playmaking from the finals over about, 35 feet away? Something like that. Back over to Murray, back over to Brown. Finds Murray, pump fake, sidestep, go on 1 for a 3 when he should have gone to the closer, I think. But he drained it. It's 32-22. Lowry. Set it up. Crowd's starting to chant defense. Adebayo backing down. Pulls up. Oh, he shot it too far back. And Heat a little slow to that loose ball. Nuggets not super quick, but they got there first. Brown dribbling around. Goes around the screen. Tried to feed Jeff Green, I believe it was. But I think it was a kickball. Yeah, Murray. That was a good contest there by Highsmith. Just drains it, then does the airplane. He's flying high in the Mile High City. Jeff Green posting up. Duncan Robinson likes a mismatch. Robinson, pretty good contest. Misses it. Lowry feeds Highsmith. Nice, easy little backdoor cut for the layup. Brown over to Murray. Murray back to Brown. He's going to pass it back to Murray. Murray will pass it back. No, not yet. You think he will? I think he might. Yep, he passed it back to Brown. Back over to Porter. Soft one-handed pass there, but it's all right. Brown caught it. He gave it back to Porter Jr. Corner 3, swish. Or close enough. 35-24. Michael Porter Jr., 2-4 for 3, 6 points. Adebayo caught it in the paint. And Christian Brown called for the block. I think he was inside the I think that might be challengeable. I think that was a charge, man. He got his feet planted. But it's not a shooting foul, so they won't use the challenge. And it's Christian Brown getting the foul, so not. If it was Jokic to challenge that anyway, just to limit the foul numbers. They're double teaming Gabe Vincent. The Heat give it over to Robinson. Left corner 3, contested, nailed it. He's really his stock was really low throughout a lot of the regular season. It's just and bounce right back up in the playoffs. Something maybe to keep in mind that happens all the time with basketball players. Anyway, little jump hook from the Nuggets. Who's that? Mike Porter. Oh, the Heat threw it away. Bam threw it away. It's 37. It's still only a 10-point game, which shows you just how resilient the Heat are. Rocky's climbing up the stairs. The second best mascot in the NBA. Never seen him sled down the stairs. So until I see that, still the Jazz Bear, baby. Anyway, Brown put up a shot. Michael Porter Jr. did not like me disrespecting Rocky, so he throws down the dunk, 39-27, 10 to go in the third quarter. And Butler is still not back in this game, which is kind of interesting. I think he wrestled in the first, but maybe not. I think 12-point lead and slowly growing a little larger. You play him like a spot 4 minutes, take him out, play him the final 2, something like that. Anyway, I think that was Robinson playmaking for Adebayo's little layup. Not little, but close layup right at the rim. Porter Jr. over to Brown, gets to the free throw line, working around. Murray, I don't know how he got it to MPJ there, but Porter Jr. is down. He got smacked in the head pretty bad. He's still down there. It's not coming back. The timeout. They got to call timeout. He's still on the floor, writhing in pain. I don't see any blood, but I can't really see his face either. Yeah, he got elbowed in the nose. Do hope he's not bleeding, because you're not supposed to lie with your head back if you have a bloody nose. It kind of drains backwards. And the cameraman's a little shaken up. Nope. Porter Jr. is walking back to the bench, so he's not doesn't have blood or anything like that. I hope he's okay. It is a 10-point game, I think, right now. The Heat were able to score. Oh, no. 2-3 zone. I'll try and look out and call out if the Heat are playing zone. No. Rich, I'm telling you, man. The Jazz Bear did things which are probably illegal to do for mascots now, okay? Like, that dude was absolutely insane. Like, sometimes I think he fell off a landing or something like that, and he was crazy, man. I look 16? I don't. I think I look a little older than that. Maybe 26. I'm 27. I look 26 now. The thing is, I did look 35 before. So, and that's cool. Again, Jim Morrison, R.G. McCready, the Thing, kind of long hair and beard look. I don't own a big hat, though. He's not as cool looking, but it's okay. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But the mascot, like, when he's sledding down the stairs and the sled goes out from underneath him, and he crashes into the stands, like down the concrete stairs without a helmet on. He used to do that, and gets up and starts like pumping up the crowd. I mean, it's just, it's just like that's the level of craziness that I don't know. Look, man. I'm not trying to change your mind. If you think Rocky's the best, then I can see it. He's great. But or she, there could be female mascots. Why not, man? In fact, I think there should be. She could dance with the cheerleaders and everything. That'd be cool. But yeah, Dean Ogden. Did I get it right this time? He's going for the Heat. They're a very inspirational team. Although I kind of don't buy the 8th seed stuff. I don't think they're like they were the number 1 seed in the East last year. I think they just had a rough regular season. I'm starting to think they're back to where they should have been. Being a top seed and competing in conference finals, a chance to make NBA finals year after year, rather than having fallen off from last year and hitting the 8th seed and then having this miraculous. Like, I know that's kind of what happened, but this feels more like who they've been. So anyway, we're looking at 2 coaches here, Michael Malone and Eric Spoelstra, 2 of the 4 coaches who still have the same job they had back in the 2019-2020 season. Unbelievable. The other 2 are Popovich and Kerr. So, crazy. Anyway, Murray, nice little dribbleless crossover type move, but couldn't hit the shot, the long 2. Lowry pump fakes, gets back, puts up a floater. Looked like he was fouled. No call. A lot of contact. That's Lowry, right? Yeah. Puts it down, 39-33. Murray taking the ball up the court. Feeds Porter, who got took vengeance for getting elbowed in the face by throwing down a nice little slam dunk. Adebayo staring down. Oh, beautiful. Staring down Jokic and banked it in. So hard to guard a bank shot when you're not expecting it, because you're aiming at a different spot than where the defender feels with just by nature the back of his head where the rim is. Anyway, Murray, shake and bake, gets to the elbow about and puts down 2, 43-35. Murray's playing very well and very under control. Man, I don't know about the defense, and Murray's a bigger player, but I could see Jordan Poole pulling off some of these moves too, really. I mean, that sounds blasphemous after this playoffs, looking at what Murray's done and what Poole is able to do. But I don't know. I see a lot of, like, you don't think he can do that type of stuff? I think he can, especially if he just slows down a little bit. Anyway, Murray feeds Jokic. I missed the last play. Jokic finds Bruce Brown, a left wing 3. Splash, 46-37. High school intern. You say that about me, Rich? Anyway, Lowry going to lay. He jumped to pass it, but found Adebayo for fadeaway, which rolled around and out. Jokic grabs the rebound and pushes it slowly up the court. Murray shaking and baking against Highsmith. Adebayo defending Murray, which means there's a mismatch for Jokic. Gets down the lane. No good, but they called foul. He's going the line to shoot 2. It's a shooting foul, I believe. Unbelievable. And I think it's probably against human nature, but I think you cannot double Nikola Jokic. Like there's that Steph Curry thing where, like, do we double and let them play 4 and 3, or do we just put our best defender on him and let him go 1-on-1? And Jokic creates a lot of those problems too. However, Curry is like all-time efficient scorer. Jokic is an efficient scorer. Curry is a good passer. Jokic is, oh man, maybe the 3rd best passer I've ever watched. I think it's got to be Magic, LeBron, and Jokic right now that I've seen, just in terms of consistency and the efficiency of the passes. So I think you don't double him. He hit both free throws, as you might expect. Butler taking ball up the court, playmaking for Martin. Martin shoots it over to, passes it over to Lowry, who finds Zeller, puts up the shot, gets his own offensive rebound down the lane. Robinson, another layup. He's been proven that he can do that more, but no good. Nuggets. Jokic set a screen for Murray, and I thought that might have been offensive, but they called it on Duncan Robinson, who apparently just slammed Nikola Jokic to the ground, man, which is I wonder if there was just the slightest hint of a smile on Jokic's face as he felt himself fall to the floor, and Robinson was falling down too. Anyway, Murray Play makes for Jokic. Jokic's probably angry that I just said that, but doesn't shoot it. Gives it back to Murray. Murray's got put up a tough fadeaway, no good. Heat with the rebound. Martin pushing the ball up the court quickly. No, resets over to Butler, who attacks. I thought he was going to do his little go past the rim, turn around, but now he threw it to the corner, got it back in the left wing. It's 5 on the clock, takes it down the hoop, passes it out to Strus, who misses the 3. Gordon taking the ball up the court. Goes into Jokic, who I think was expecting to set a screen, but all good. Jokic decides to take it into the lane. Layup. And Zeller could not handle the one half Shaq, one half Magic, one half Illyrian monster, which is Nikola Jokic. You know what I mean? What's up, Ben Wells? That heat in the finals. Hope they win some, but whoever wins, you'll be happy with, I guess. I know Mark Price, John Stockton, Draymond Green. There's a lot of other great passers, but superstars where that is the best offensive thing that they do. Now, maybe you want to say the best offensive thing LeBron does is being able to hit layups constantly. But Jokic is just, he's like, his passing is like, it's close to Steph's shooting. Maybe it's not quite that unprecedented. In fact, I'll say it isn't that unprecedented quite, but it's like it's close to that. You know what I mean? So I think I'd rather single coverage him with maybe Butler. Put Adebayo on Murray, which allows Adebayo to either use his length to contest outside, or to be able to be the roamer. And Butler is, sometimes, although you have the height advantage, it's kind of like, let's play one-on-one. We want you to shoot more and not be able to, because here's my thing. If you let Jokic make the shots that he wants to get after you double team him, he will pick your entire defense apart. And the rest of the Nuggets kind of know how to do that off of what he does. I want the Nuggets to win. Just looking at the game plan and the strategy and everything like that, I think that's an adjustment that I would expect to see from the Heat. And since the Nuggets are up, you have to just say, well, what's working is working. And you stick with what's working until, maybe not until it stops working, but until there's slippage in it, So 16-year-old Dean. I'm not 16. I'm not in England anymore. Yeah. Zeller is a feather. I don't know about that. I think Jokic is a monolith, man. That dude is huge. His name is right. Oh, are we talking about Moody posting? Did he follow the Warriors again, or is he still not? What do you call it? Following or subscribed or whatever. If anybody knows, let us know. First pick. Unbelievable. He was 6 picks behind where Draymond was taken. There's got to be some scouts out there who every time they see him play just go, like everybody in the league could have had him. Everybody. They all passed on him at least once. A lot of them passed on him twice. Crazy. Little television obstruction there. But The Heat miss a shot. Nuggets miss a shot. Butler's taking the ball back up the court. Gets screen. They left him wide open from mid-range, and he missed right. That's strange. Generally, Butler's real accurate with those. He's really accurate with those mid-range shots, and it's either back rim or front rim. But anyway, Jokic feeds Aaron Gordon just another ridiculous layup. But Gabe Vincent, nice little screen, puts up a 3 and it's down. It's 52-4. I got to call it the time. The score here. It's 52-40 with 2 minutes remaining. KCP puts up a shot. Jokic goes for a rebound, almost commits an over-back foul, but no. The Heat try to feed the corner, but KCP interprets that and smacks it away. This is another replay of Jokic just feeding Gordon when he was behind the hoop. So it didn't look like he threw what would be a post-entry pass, but the entry was behind the hoop, but Gordon was bigger and was able to seal the I think it was Vincent, and got the easy layup. Anyway, Max Strus shot a 3 and missed just barely. Layup, not sure who that was for the Nuggets. And the Heat were really pushing the pace. Bring it down the court. Nuggets very slow to get back. Strus a wide open 3, missed it. 4 Nuggets finally showed up. They got the rebound, and now they're trying to slow it way back down. Which goes to show that maybe the altitude up there isn't affecting the Heat as much as people like to make it seem, because the Heat are playing fast and Nuggets are playing slow. Nuggets playing slow, though, which allows Murray to set up a nice, easy, just side step, not even, back step, just one side step, mid-range jumper, which he easily shot. Butler feeds out a bio, little hesitation move without a dribble, puts up a floater, and it's 54-42, 50 seconds to go. Murray backing down, picks up the dribble, trying to feed Jokic, where, obviously trying to feed Jokic. Jokic gives it back to Murray, puts up the 3, very little defensive pressure there from Adebayo, actually, and he hits it 57-42. Jamal Murray is 18 points, 8-12, 2-3 in this first half. Adebayo thought he was going to shoot that over Jokic, decides not to, over Strus, over to Butler, the right quarter. They call a charge. Excuse me. Call a charge. Huh? What are you guys talking about? $19 seconds to go. Nuggets ball, 57-42. Murray playmaking, or calling out plays. Play calling, I meant. Jokic is coming over for the screen. Murray feeds Jokic down the middle, little pirouette, and it's like a machine lever, just flicking like those robots, just flicking the ball at the hoop. Adebayo took a fadeaway 3, and it didn't go down. 59-42. Nuggets up. Jokic, absolutely no emotion whatsoever, other than a little bit of tiredness. He nods a lot when he moves. Other than that, no emotion whatsoever. No emotion whatsoever. Both these teams incredibly calm for we will have a new champion. I can't think of anybody on the court other than KCP who has a championship ring, actually. Am I right about that? Is there anyone else? I know a lot of the Heat made the finals, but do they have a ring? No. Okay, give me 1 sec.
I guess I better come back. Can you hear me? I think the answer to that is Udonis Haslem, but I'm not sure. I was here the whole time in the background. So once Dean had to step out, I could just jump right back in. Retain all of the coaching staff. Who, the Warriors? We'll see. We'll see. I have no read on that. Oh, what's up, Katie Boyd? What's up, Nicole? Yeah, Nicole's got to deal with do this. Nicole's got to deal with angry Heat fan in the household. I'm finishing up my practice video from yesterday just because I just wanted to do it and share it with the world. Kyle Lowry wore a Victor Oladipo practice jersey, or wore Vic's practice jersey. Vic is injured. What is Vic's official status? Let's take a look. I thought that was a great Ryan Tedder. Okay, I guess so. I don't know. Funny suggestion by Robbie. Let's do hoopshype.com. Victor Oladipo. If you ever wanted to find out what's wrong with somebody. Wait, what? Gabe Vincent. Victor Oladipo rumors. Then Gabe Vincent shows up, so I don't know what that's up. I guess he was mentioned here. Remain out. Patellar tendon surgery. Wow. 1 month ago. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, I know, huh? Welcome. Yeah, Tyler Hero probably back for game 3. Probably. I'm finishing up the video right now. I just have one more text, or 2 more, maybe 3 more. It's like a 17-minute video. 10:09 mark. 10:09 mark. So I hope everyone's well. We did a little thank you in the beginning to Bob Myers. So maybe we'll do one in the comments at the end of this so that everybody can do that, can make a comment, and then I can screenshot it and maybe send it to Bob somehow. Yeah, I know somebody who knows Bob. Oh, really? That sucks. I didn't even know that not everybody at Chase wore it. Actually, I did know that. I just never paid attention to it. Yeah. Let's do this. Save the thank yous for the end of the chat so I can screenshot and send to Bob. Or not save, but just type it again later at the end. I should just let me screenshot those just in case. Just in case. Meh. Cool. All good. I did save it just in case. I could always, Photoshop it, if you will, even though I don't have Photoshop, whatever you call it. You know what's crazy? Denver still has freaking Reggie Jackson and DeAndre, but I mean, this guy, he can produce still. They are absolutely loaded. The Nuggets are freaking loaded. Let me step through this video. One more, couple more. I have like Kyle Lowry talking about. Here's Kyle Lowry. He talked about his old buddy Jeff Green. Lowry went to Villanova, no surprise. 11:39 mark. And Jeff Green went to Georgetown, so they had many a battle in NCAA against each other. And then there's also Udonis Haslem, talk about the Heat culture. And actually, there's a Filipino reporter. Do you guys know Stevie Angeles? So let me write that down for you guys. For all the Filipinos, I've been following Stevie Angeles on Twitter. I think he's successor to TJ Manotoc. And he's been great. I actually know TJ. I've been on CNN Philippines, which was nuts. I have been on CNN Philippines before, thanks to, I think, TJ. I hope I didn't get the names wrong and forget the wrong people. But TJ was the one that really made everything go. And that was because they found out that I was on the beat of the Warriors the whole time. So that was kind of neat. I probably should have done more with that. I probably should have. But I was just so focused on getting to practice the next day, bringing my 3 phones everywhere, yada, 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 and just killing myself mentally and physically in that respect. So if I could do it all over again, I would try to do more interviews with TJ and all the people in the Philippines I got lucky enough to be on with. And would have there's a lady also I forgot that also I think was on CNN Philippines that I was with a couple times, and where I could, I'm a lot more comfortable on camera now than I was back in the day, because back in the day I was just head down, grinding, and didn't really care about any of this interviewing type stuff like I am now. So anyway, I'm just saying that really appreciated my opportunities with the Philippines. It's crazy. It's just crazy. There's no like. It's almost coincidental. I'm always just talking to Filipinos all the time about basketball, whether it's from the Bay, you guys, if you love basketball, eventually you're going to meet a Filipino. That's how awesome it is. The sport is for people of that ethnicity. It's quite awesome. 1332 mark, Kevin Love of my video that I have yet to post. Kevin Love got on the podium and talked about how he and Jokic love to do the full court passes, and he was very humble. Kevin was. he was very humble, and he praised Jokic, and that's what he did. Praised Jokic the whole time. $14.52 mark. Caleb Martin is friends with J. Cole. So let's look that up. Are they both from Charlotte, I think? Caleb Martin Wiki. Probably from where? What's the connection there? NC State. That's probably why. Oh, yeah. High school. Yeah. They're both from Carolina. So, Carolina. So I'm done with the video. I hope Dean can come back and do play-by-play. I know it's tiring, but that would really give me some extra time to upload yesterday's practice. Kind of dark here. Turn on the lights. Okay. Oh, yeah. And Cassidy has a podcast with a fellow Filipino, and they talk about the love of basketball as well. Oh, awesome. Someone having a dad that was a coach of basketball in the Philippines is like totally no surprise. That would be like one of the first guesses that I would make. Oh, Parth is talking about Supermax. Let's take a look. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the salary cap table page. Let's go look at Denver. Oh, gosh. Hold on, guys. I got windows all over the place. Oh, Dean's back.
What's up, Rich?
We're looking at Denver and Jokic Supermax.
Oh, he's worth it.
Isn't that already done? Or is there more? Yeah.
I don't know. Let me look it up at
I think they'll figure it out. The best owners always do.
That's Joe Lacob said, huh?
They'll figure it out. They'll figure out the loophole.
Yeah, so can you scroll to the right?
There is no more right. Can't go further than 27.
On Basketball Reference,
Yep.
Their Nuggets payroll, it says he has a player option in 2028 for $61,908,000.
There it is.
Yep.
What's
so 2020
player option? Yeah. That is the Supermax then.
Well, would it be a team option? Oh yeah. He.
Yeah, as the 40th
I'm sure
they could pay him that much.
I'm sure he got the max number of years and money and the max. I think those like incentives or whatever they're called, or goalposts or something to get more money. I think those are all regular season. So being a 2-time MVP would have gotten him the absolute max that they could have offered. Is what I imagine. Maybe not, but look, if you're winning, like how many times is Golden State going to get Steph Curry? They had Wilt and Barry, I guess, KD, but how many times is Denver going to get a Jokic? Like they have to go all out to help him win. And obviously having Murray right alongside of him as a homegrown guy, I hope that they get rewarded for drafting what? Oh, never mind.
Are you ready to do more play-by-play?
Sure.
Oh, thanks, man.
No problem. So we just saw the Heat. Was that Gabe Vincent, maybe?
Do a
Hit
countdown of the time if you could sync everybody up.
Yeah, okay. So Jokic just put up a three, which missed. It's 11, 28, 27, 26, 25, and the Heat are uh, Vincent, yes, Gabe Vincent passes over to Max Strus, who passes it. Bam. Fade away off the glass. Little mid-range shot. Close mid-range shot. I keep calling it little. It's close. A close mid-range shot. And it's 59-46 with 11 minutes to go. Bam is called for a blocking foul. He sits up angrily like a horror, movie monster. That just sit up real quick because he's upset. Stares at the ref. Yeah, I gotta say, I love bank shots, man. I just love the way they look. Anyway, Murray, 9 on the clock, finds Jokic, 6, throws it over to Porter. It backs down Butler, turn around, fade away, up and air ball. Hit the bottom of the net, but not inside. Martin finds Strus, who feeds Adebayo, feeds Butler, feeds Vincent in the corner for 3. Gave up 2 to get a 3, and it is 59-49. Coach Michael Malone's calling this, whatever that is. Nuggets find Jokic, as they do, who stands there waiting for a good shot. Finds Porter, puts up a 3, no good. Rebound Heat. Adebayo takes the ball up the court. Oh, wow. Vincent fed Adebayo, had a nice angle to the rim, but couldn't finish. Murray going down the lane, lost the ball. Hang time, puts it up, rolls around, down, and 1. Or as my dad's favorite announcer, Chuck Hurton, would say, count if it goes, it goes.
Just great athleticism.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he might have got a piece of that Adebayo block, too.
Yep. That's great athleticism,
stripped,
too.
Grabs it extremely quickly, and just the hang time and understanding of body contact and things like that is beautiful. And as you might imagine, he hits the free throw.
Foul on Jimmy. Jimmy is 7, 5, and 3 today.
Not bad. So 14, 10, and 6 by that pace for the game. And there's a problem with the clock, I think. Right? Or what happened?
I don't know.
Why does the ball stop? Or the play stop? I'm not sure. Anyway, Butler, 18 seconds on the clock. Finds, I think that's Vincent in the corner, 3. Nope, it was Martin. I keep getting those two confused. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know. Yep. I used to get them confused every time I do play-by-play.
Yeah. Murray carving his way through the paint, left elbow jumper. Oh, I think they waved it off. Yeah. Well, I was not happy with that. Malone is not happy with that. What was this here? Oh, I think they called that on Jokic. The second part of the screen, he pushed or held, something like that.
A lot of forearm.
Yeah. Butler pulls up. Ball rattles around. Tip by Adebayo, no good. Jokic, soccer pass. Oh, nice.
Oh.
Was, Gordon reverse pass to MPJ, but no.
Not bad, Aaron.
Yeah.
He missed it, though. But
I love those very simple passes where it looks like it's going one way and then the ball flies the complete opposite direction. That's Caleb Martin feeding Jimmy, feeding Bam. And Heat missed 3.
Strus is an 0 for tonight.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit.
Oh, man, 0 for 7.
Well, people talking about rest versus rust, and also, sharpness versus exhaustion. I think the Heat look a little bit tired tonight. They look a little bit more tired than I thought they were going to. And it's understandable. They just played Game 7 after having a high stress, series. Murray puts up the little floater, close floater, and one on the line again. He's great at getting to the foul line. Of course, I see that happen with Steph like every layup, and wow.
Bruce out here. Bruce wants JVG's job, baby. Drew's colder than the Rockies.
That's cold-blooded, Bruce. Gabe Vincent taking the ball up the court. Adebayo feeds Butler. Oh, that's a nice, easy play right there. A lot of backdoor cuts and give and goes and stuff this game. I'll say, awesome seeing two finals teams that are not really playing iso ball that much.
Look at that movement. Beautiful movement.
By the Heat? Or by the
Nuggets? By the Nuggets. Jamal missed the free throw.
No, but it's a good shot created by screening. Well, both of these teams have a little bit of Warriors style to them, or style, as I like to say. Did he block a three?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking 2 sequences ago, Aaron Gordon.
Crazy.
When he can finally find a place where he can be the complimentary player rather than the go-to guy at Orlando. How many times have we seen that? Wiggins,
Definitely.
Oh, this shit. Oh, I wish that was a foul for Bam, but oh well.
You wish what was a foul for Bam?
Bam contorted. A center contorted for a reverse layup. I thought he may have gotten fouled, but they didn't call it. But that was super athletic, and he missed it.
Porter went for the layup, got fouled himself, and then shooting 2. He hits the first. Yeah, Bam, I don't like comparing anybody to Draymond, but Bam is a guy where I can see him having a similar enough skill set and mindset where he could play a little bit like that, Beautiful Rocky Mountains. I think that's a stock photo, though, because I'm pretty sure I saw that in Game 7. Or it could just be that the clouds are similar in the sunsets, over the mountain range. Like that every night. Who knows? Sun was coming over the Rockies for me growing up. It is 67-51, 7:37 left to go. Who is the guy to the left of Spoelstra, by the way? Do you know? On the bench for the Heat?
To the right?
To his right, to the left on the camera. Yeah. Adebayo, speaking of Draymond, fake handoff down the lane, dunk.
Chris Quinn.
Chris Quinn.
Yeah.
He looked familiar.
Yep, he was on. He played for the Heat for a little bit.
That's right.
One of those guys like McConnell, who you go, oh, short white guy, can't play. But
I really like
really
TJ
good,
McConnell.
Really good, really solid.
Jokic,
old school point guard type.
Exactly. Yep. Jokic. Jared Jack was kind of like that, I think, for the Dubs, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Jokic squirming in the paint like a shark trying to wrestle a seal or something. Draws a foul, going to shoot 2. Hits first. The refs love Draymond too, man. I think they really do. I think a lot of refs actually like him, even though he yells a lot. But
some, yeah,
some do, some don't.
Depends.
Maybe more like Bam because he's not as vocal.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bam, little floater tipped up and in by Butler. That dude, Butler, honestly, exciting, not much flash, but he just always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Not just a nose for the ball. The dude has a nose for the game. It's unbelievable. rarely see him make a real mistake, you know? Anyway, Murray gets in the lane, feeds Jokic, a wide open three. And sometimes you just throw percentages out the window, go, this dude's crazy, and he's really skilled. He's hitting that. And of course,
That's
Jokic
not
just
fair.
What?
Oh, Jokic splash.
Yeah, like this
And
guy's 7
Larry
feet
Bird
tall.
release.
There's a little Larry Bird to it. Yeah, definitely.
No fair, man. What are his numbers? 14, 7, and 11. Jeez.
Yeah, this guy's a monster. And you know what? He really reminds me of Steph in a lot of ways.
I was just going to say, what about Larry Bird? Isn't he the 7-foot Larry Bird? Just not the shooter.
Yeah. Well, not the shoot. He's also like, Bird was really a forward. Like, he was the definition of what a forward does, you know? Jokic is a true point center. And so I think maybe Magic played a little bit more, I don't know, backwards against defenders, spin move type stuff. And Bird was obviously I'm not saying he didn't have like a post-up game or anything like that, but Bird was such a deadly shooter. And I mean, yes, I can see a lot of Larry Bird, but I just think Magic Shaq is I don't know. But yeah, maybe he's Magic Shaq Bird. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Were you going to make a comparison with Steph?
Oh, personality-wise, and just obviously Steph's more like Jordan. Maybe it's impact on winning wise, you know, like there's part very like selfless and I don't really care about my numbers and, you know, things like that. And part of it's super like just almost looks impossible, and it's very like strange, exciting, you know, basketball that you haven't really seen anybody do before, you know? So, and the Nuggets play very Warriors style basketball too, so that's probably a huge part of it as well. This ad's talking about the invention of the 3-point line, I guess.
Elijah. I typed it out, but I'm telling Elijah, I can't even remember what I did earlier today, let alone all the champions from 80 to 2000.
Oh, we won all the champions from 1980 to 2002. It's the Lakers in 19.
Do it.
It's the Lakers in 1980, Celtics in 81, Lakers in 82, Sixers in 83, Celtics in 84, Lakers in 85, Celtics in 86, Lakers in 87 and 88. 89 and 90 are the Pistons. 91, 92, 93 are the Chicago Bulls, and you all knew that. 94, 95 are the Houston Rockets. 96, 97, 98 are the Bulls. Spurs 99, Lakers, 2001. 2000, 2001, and 2002, 2003 were the Spurs. 4 was the Pistons, 5 was the Spurs, 6 was the Heat, 7 was the Spurs, 8 was the Celtics, 9 was the Lakers, 10 was the Lakers, 11 was the Mavericks, 12 and 13 are the Heat, 14 the Spurs, 2015 are the Warriors, 2016 are the Cavaliers, 2017 and 18 are the Warriors, 2019 the Raptors, 2020 the Lakers, 21 the Bucks, 22 is the Warriors, and 23 will be the Nuggets or the Heat. So.
All right, do that backwards. No, don't. Actually, don't.
I can, but we're back. Yeah, we're back.
That was pretty amazing, dude.
Thank you, man. I could go back to probably.
I should have paid more attention to the 80s because the 80s and 90s I just really can't. But anyways, and 2000s.
You can't what? Oh, I can't remember.
Can't remember. Yeah.
Well, anyway. I have all that.
Oh, Jimmy missed.
I have all that down because I like writing out my favorite players' finals, and so you just remember like Magic won this year, or you know, whatever. But
KCP corner 3, ouch.
Yes, sorry. So
19-point lead.
74-55, 5:24 left to go in the third.
They may have found something right there. The Jimmy Bam 2-man game.
Pick and roll.
Game 2.
Yeah. I think they probably knew that would be helpful, but they don't want to like overuse it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It is still game 1. You know, the Heat are here to win 1. That's what they'll tell themselves if they don't win game 1. Got to win game 2. Got to steal 1. Go back home. So, also Spoelstra, incredible adjustments from him constantly, which is why the Heat are here in the first place. Anyway, Butler creates a wide open shot feeds Robinson, sidesteps and misses it badly, which is not yeah, little windshield damage there. What happened here? The Nuggets committed an offensive foul. Murray, I think, did. Knocked over
I like Ed Malloy, man. Mentioned it earlier in the comments. Glad to have Ed Malloy back in the finals. Although it could be because of Eric Lewis. But.
No, I like Ed Malloy. You know, these last 2 seasons, listening to you, and I guess when I started listening to Let's Go Warriors, those are the first season I really actually paid attention to who the refs were, you know, other than maybe like Danny Crawford or something that stood out. But actually looking at each ref, each game, like maybe it was dumb.
Yeah.
But anyway, Martin hits a 3, 74-60. Now it's a 14-point game, which.
To touch on that, it was just mainly out of concern of Draymond getting a technical every single day.
Yeah.
Literally, you know, it's just about that.
Good old 23. And you know what? There is a correlation, though. The refs who are more lenient with those techs tend to ref even non-Warriors games. So I'm not trying to be biased here or anything. I like the way they ref non-Warriors games because they're more accepting that this is a physical sport that hurts. You know, guys are tired and competitive rather than just being video game machines. Anyway, Michael Porter Jr., midi, splash, 76-60.
They are shooting 53%. Wow.
Yeah. And looked away, but the Heat missed a shot there.
Bam
missed a shot. Yep. Yeah, it was a nice move. Murray pulls up from the mid-range and misses it. Now, Butler.
Highsmith.
Highsmith?
Yeah, he got the rebound. Highsmith did.
Highsmith got the rebound, I see.
Yeah.
Well, Porter feeds it to Murray, who's directing play. There's not much movement going on right now for the Nuggets. And Bruce Brown puts up a
my goodness
splash timeout. What can you do? No one's moving. He threw it to Bruce Brown, who did a fadeaway, by the way. He kicked his leg backwards to get a little bit more momentum on that.
Rhythm and confidence.
With Bam Adebayo's hand right in his face. Just splash. And then he does a Klay Thompson dance. I think Dylan Brooks is out there or something. He is wearing number 11, so I guess go ahead. 79-60. Denver 1, Miami 0. Bruce, man, I get it. But just Yogi Berra, dude. You know, if you don't, well, some people are not baseball fans, I guess, but it's not over till it's over. You know? It's not.
I think I'm going to make the other YouTube channel now.
You want to tell us about that, Rich? Or
it's just Let's Go Warriors, except for the NBA.
Oh, awesome!
And it'll give us a backup just in case something happens here, which I don't think anything will. But I do have some really vindictive haters out there. I don't know why they're intent on taking us down, but whatever.
Well,
that was the old me. I was the Draymond of Warriors coverage in the past, where you said something about me or whatever, I would lash back. But those days are over. So I hope whoever is being vindictive out there, that's not me anymore. So you don't have to worry about that. Anyway, Anthony Slater, yeah. Thoughts on the draft. We'll get there. We'll get there. There's a lot. I have saved NBAdraft.net somewhere here. There's a lot of guys to look over. Where is it? Oh, here. N for NBAdraft.net.
You're
Right
talking
now,
about the 19th?
they've put Derek Lively in there for right now. I look, if it's anybody other than Chris Murray, if it's somebody 20, 19 years old, they're going to spend a lot of time on the bench and in G League. That's it. And I think we have too many of those. We have enough of those on our salary cap table. So I'm kind of rooting for Chris Murray just because I think he'll be more ready. But other than that, I don't know how any of these guys are going to really contribute for us. But it'll be something that we go over later.
Yeah, definitely. I've been thinking about that as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Thanks, Nicole.
Well, yeah, Nicole says envy, right? Yeah. Nothing but hidden admiration. You know, I was trying to say that, but you put it better than I could have. Here, let me put that. Let me put that up. You wouldn't let them be negative. Yeah. She also said,
yeah.
Nicole also said, her husband said, "Yeah, we're getting swept," and he just walked away.
Oh gosh,
it's game one, man.
Oh man,
I'm rooting for the Nuggets, but have a little faith, buddy.
Nicole's play-by-play is under the radar, really enjoyable.
Oh, it's so funny.
Although at hubby's expense, but still. Anyways,
all
good.
Good.
Take over, Dean. Play-by-play.
Cody Zeller trying to play make a little bit for Kyle Lowry. Puts up mid-range. Nope. Rebound Murray. Dribble and ball up to court. Picks up a live dribble, but goes it over to Jokic. Jokic over to Brown. Brown, another mid-range shot. Splash. Now he's hot. They've gone from Gordon to Porter to Murray to Brown, and Jokic is just biding his time, and you know he's biding his time. Oh, smacked out of bounds. I thought it was off Miami. I thought they might have thrown it away, but I think they're calling it hit by Denver last. Bruce Brown has 183 points off the bench through the playoffs. Through the West Finals. The rest of the team at 100.
What?
Yeah.
That's an insane stat.
Yep. I believe Steph Curry is still leading the playoffs in three-pointers made and fourth quarter points, by the way, too.
Wow.
Which in 2 rounds, it's going to take someone until the finals just to meet him. That's nice. Wardell's not too old if he's doing that, you know? So, lot of negativity around the team after Myers left. We'll talk about that after the game, I'm sure. But, well, you know, again, if you actually, the Nuggets threw it away. Jokic finally got tired and couldn't jog to the ball. Amaretto Colada, that's very specific. Zone not working against the Nuggets? Well, no, because they can both shoot and get the ball to the rim, which the Celtics just were not able to do. And honestly, the Warriors weren't very good at that most of the year, too. You have to put pressure on the rim. Like, you have to, you know? Anyway, Jokic, pass fake, goes down the lane. I think that was left-handed. No good, but draws the foul. Very cool. First time in your relationship, the Heat are in the final.
Oh, so Nicole giving away too much information. So, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we know exactly when you got in her.
Yeah, you met hubby after 2020 then.
Yeah. Or it was the bubble and you forgot. Either way, it's okay.
There you go. Good one. Oh, man.
You don't have to answer either way, Nicole. It's
just trying to have some fun. Just trying to have some fun here. Our Warriors are not here.
I know. It's the first time Klay's missed the finals since 2014 now. So. Unbelievable. Bruce Brown again. I'm telling you, Nuggets are just going from one hand to the other. It's 84-60, 36 seconds left in the third quarter. And the Heat,
24
amazingly, still showing no emotion whatsoever. Kyle Lowry drains a three.
Never say die.
Yeah. Jokic almost picked up that ball, and Bruce Brown was like, wait, no, you threw that in. Don't do that. And Jokic was like, oh, yeah. And then Brown threw it away. But it was tip.
What?
Oh, wow. If that's over the back, that's incredibly late.
At least they got it right. Or maybe they didn't. I didn't see it.
I don't know. They immediately cut to a highlight.
But should they change the rule of the rolling the ball inbounds? And secondly, who out of the 30 board of governors would vote for that?
Bam is back in. Well, I think the clock should I think the clock should start as soon as the inbounder either obviously hits the hands of the player or the ball hits the floor.
I think maybe another 5 seconds, maximum 5 seconds of letting it roll.
Or maybe you start the backcourt count even if the clock doesn't start.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah. But one thing I don't like, though, is that if you're playing actually a really tough defensive team, it gives them an incentive to dive at your feet in the backcourt. And guys diving at one another. There's a bunch of missed shots here, by the way, and the quarter's over. The Nuggets are up 21. But if you're rolling the ball, right, for me, I'm going to try and dive on the ball at least once. And because it's there. But do you really want people
Wiggins do that, which was awesome.
Do you want people I know it's awesome. I know, I get that. But do you want people being incentivized diving head first into someone's ankles and knees?
Right.
No. Right. For what? To save some time? No. So I don't like any of that. I think that is something that I don't think a ton of changes are needed, but that is something that I would like to see. I like Kerr's not every flop is a tech, but you are allowed to call a flopping technical because the penalty is so high that you just can't do it again. You know, the James Harden just flip your head back on offense or I don't know. Well, you know, I shouldn't have even thrown James Harden under the bus because everybody does it basically in some way. But, you know, or the guys who just smack the floor, you know, at the littlest push on defense. It's just like, you're kind of, it's not just flopping at this point. You're like flailing into other players, which also seems somewhat dangerous. It's so annoying, you know? Like, I love Ginobili or Kobe, and those, you know, those dudes were really good at creating contact, or KD, the rip-throughs, you know? I get that. That's a fun part of the game because it's fun seeing people get tricked and jump out of their boots. But just flopping all around the floor, I don't need to see that. I also don't. I think the ref should have a review clock. You know, like you have 30 seconds for not a flagrant or anything like that, but you know, block charge, out of bounds, goaltend. 45 seconds, 48 seconds, I don't know, something like that, a minute. But that would really help. That would really help speed up the game, you know? So you could have the reviews that you still have because teams – look, man, I remember before there were a lot of reviews around and teams would complain all the time, like, the refs missed this. We should have been able to – this is a dead ball. We should have been able to clear it up. So having those isn't bad. But taking 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes – to review a call, and then something else happens on like the next play. It's another 3 minutes. It's just too long. But we're watching a good game. I shouldn't be complaining about any of that stuff. Just you brought it up, and it kind of we need to get that off my chest,
No worries.
God, Bruce is just absolutely ravaging Max Strus's his playoff reputation, Throwing ice cubes at the Colorado Rocky Mountains. If Bruce Brown accepts a player option, well, I mean, there is something where like normal off seasons aren't the same as if you are on a title contending team and perhaps the championship team. The Nuggets threw it away, and Highsmith stole the inbound, laid it up, down to 19.
Kind of what we were kind of talking about in a way.
Yep. Huh. There you go.
Although he didn't have to dive. He just such long arms.
Well, they knew. Yeah. He got it when it was hitting the ground, I think.
Let's look at his wingspan.
Highsmith? Yeah. It's got to be like 6'9", right? Something like that.
He's 6'7". Man, it's hard to find wingspans. I guess it's 6'7". It feels like it's 7 feet, but 7'0" right there. 7'0" wingspan.
Well, he only became really known by a lot of the NBA world like 3 games ago, and now he's an important player in the finals. And you know what? Just like the rest of the Heat, he looks totally ready.
Gabe,
who are these guys, man?
Gabe
They're like the board.
Too bad. Could have cut it to 13. Oh.
But Jokic feeling the moment out to Murray. Oh, that was nice. He passed and then reset to seal Adebayo. Murray's got the ball stuck in the rim. Oh, wow. That's strange. You hardly ever see that. Maybe not hardly ever, but it's not that common. I believe that's a jump ball. Yep. I'd have Adebayo out there with a stick or Jokic or somebody. One of the centers go get it. 6'11". Okay. On a mission to watch Moses Malone play basketball because I heard he's really good. You didn't see it? Come on, Elijah.
Wow, you saw Malone play?
Moses Moody, you think?
You saw Moses Malone play?
I think you said Moses. Oh, Moses Malone. Oh, my bad. I read it Moses Moody.
Lowry.
Yep, it's getting close.
Well, not that close, but
no, I mean 13 points that's doable, with 10 minutes. So 24 with 8 minutes. That's a lot harder. But you didn't expect the Heat to go away. I mean, nobody expects the Heat to just roll over by any means. So had to know that this is coming. Showing the first three-peat, looks like here. Some nice Michael Jordan photos. Yeah, he looks so tired in 93. The dude looks just exhausted. Didn't Moses Malone pass away in 2015? I know he died not too long ago. I don't remember the year, though. Strus on the bench and the Heat not cold. Man, that's just... You're brutal, Bruce. But it's both funny and I guess kind of true. So
Yeah, Bruce, I'll take that back. Bruce is not so much JVG as he is Bill Walton. Color analyst, though.
Bill Walton.
Yeah.
Throw
Remember
it down, big fella. Throw
Bill
it down.
Walton or terrible. That was
that
terrible.
was terrible. You gotta say it with more teeth, you know. Oh, that
Yeah.
was a terrible play. He, in my day, that just coach would have thrown the clipboard right at you. I like Bill Walton too, man. He's funny. He's and a great player, or he was when he was healthy. Yeah, he'd have overcome a 12, 13-point deficit a lot in the fourth quarter in these playoffs. You're right, Parth. Definitely. Thank you, Bruce. I try.
Nah, it's not good enough. You need a beard for that. I'm kidding. Wow. So
shaving,
did you want to go like more aerodynamic, like driving in your?
Well,
no, I'm kidding.
I'm hoping that Steph, Klay, and Draymond will all shave their beards, so people stop saying they look old.
Steph.
No. So they stop saying they look old.
Yeah. Oh, I got you.
You know, like, oh, these guys look young again.
Yeah. Okay, Draymond, like Steph. No, Steph's gonna look like 10 years old.
So.
No,
he's got a bright future in the league ahead of him once he's old enough to play.
The beard, Steph. Keep the beard.
How about a goatee? Old Warriors goatee.
Yeah, it's got to be the beard. Just keep it that way. The Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln, I like it.
But Steph has actually said no way he's going to go back to not having the beard. I don't know if it just came out as a joke, but he has said that. I can't remember when, but it's been it's somewhere out there.
Speaking of suggestions for pro basketball players and what they should do with their head hair, I think LeBron should shave his head. Just shave your head, buddy. It's all good.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Okay.
No. Not quite. Just go for it, man. KG, Kobe,
They're in the zone again.
Jordan, all those guys. It's okay. Just be happy you look good with a shaved head anyway.
Ooh.
Anyway, Nuggets miss. Lowry gets a screen from Adebayo here. Puts up another three. It's good. Is that what you're saying? You're a little ahead of me, huh, Rich?
Nope, I'm not. I just saw.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Bruce seems like he's ahead a little bit.
Uh-oh. They got to put Strus back in. Is talk about Miller time, right? Or Coors, sorry.
1-3-1 defense. It's a 1-3-1 zone. Cool. You don't see that every day.
I think a zone is probably not something you can run consistently as Jokic picks it apart and gets Jeff Green a layup. But it's something that teams – oh, he's shaking his head like, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I got 15 points. I've taken 7 shots. I have 13 assists. If I need to start scoring, here's the problem. You let Jokic play make all game. So now when he starts scoring, then what are you going to do? You know? Oh, wow. He could have been a little quicker to the offense. He was too old. Yeah, you're right. Probably. Yeah. I'm not sure Murray was even trying to pass that to Jokic, and Jokic immediately turned it into an assist. It's ridiculous. Look at that. I mean, he caught it like here and just immediately knew exactly where the teammate was and hit him right on the money. KCP over to Murray. Back to KCP. Pump fake. Back to Murray. He'll drive. Throw it over to MPJ in the corner.
Oh boy.
Well, as I said, you don't want to. Yeah, no good. You don't want to give him those open corner threes though too often. You fear the heat. Duncan Robinson shot a 3, tried to take a charge, no good. Isn't it 5-4 here? Yeah, it was. It's not now. But Murray finds Jokic, puts up a shot, no good. Layup, I mean, no good. But the foul. I don't know how many people have talked about this, but Jokic, I think, has some of the best balance of anybody in the NBA that I've seen. He's just, even when he's like knocked off kilter, he can just like readjust. in the air. Kind of, again, a little shark-like, I think, from him. You know? Although sharks are very fast. Jokic he runs like an elephant.
I was watching random YouTube movie trailers of movies coming out, action movies coming out. There are 2 movies coming out with killer giant sharks.
Well, there's Meg, which is being advertised,
Ah,
and Jaws 10?
Yeah, Meg 2 and another one I forget, but 2 of them.
And there's Shark Week soon, I bet. Or maybe that's already happened. Anyway, Adebayo, tip, out of bounds. Jokic wants the ball back quickly to the refs. Ref dribbles it, forces the Nuggets to play slow. This is a full court press here. Highsmith on Murray. Murray's going to see. That's where I think you hit Jokic just behind half court and then sprint yourself, you know? But he dribbled it up, gave it to Jokic. Jokic posting up. Oh, he lost the ball. Robinson might have knocked it away. Murray, then he gets it knocked away. Murray picks it up. Nice little behind the back dribble. Pass to Porter, who leaves the open three. Does a little jump. Stop. Fake layup pass to Jokic, who puts it up and down. Crazy. And there's a guy in the stands wearing the old Nuggets, if not their mascot, then their symbol, the bearded miner with the big golden beard. That's a nice little blast from pass. And the Nuggets are in control right now, though, you know? I know the Heat are coming back a little bit, but I don't know. The ball's just bouncing Denver's way. And thank you. It's 90-74 with 7:16 to go. Isn't as nerve-wracking as the Warriors game. He can enjoy it. Yeah, Banuas, I get it. But for me, it's also like, because there's not that, I don't even know what to call it, that eustress, I think, right? There's distress and eustress. There's like a eustress watching the Warriors that's good stress. That's makes it so much more fun when they win. Where here I'll be like, cool, Nuggets won, or wow, the Heat came back and won it. But with the Warriors, I would just be beaming all day, you know, just because they're my favorites. Curry's my favorite, you know. Klay and Draymond are my favorites. I love their offense. I love the defense most years. And of course, we have the Let's Go Warriors connection now, which is just the best. So, I don't know. I prefer being stressed out or nerve wracked, I guess, as you call it. But a lot of people don't feel that way. My mom, I can't remember the last time she watched a whole basketball game from the beginning to the end. She always watches, you know, them with my dad and me, you know, when she can, but she can't handle the stress of a full game. Like, kind of no matter who it is. It's just, I think she really feels it. But well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. It's very difficult, but the 16-point game. Yeah, I mean, you can see the Heat have gone on a 20-5 run, you know, so they're down 1 or whatever, you know. I mean, that happens all the time in both the NBA and the WNBA, whose app they're presenting right now. I think YouTube TV allows you to watch 4 different games at once. It's interesting.
What was that? YouTube TV lets you watch 4 different games?
Yeah. Kind of NFL red zone style, I think.
Cool. Oh, Elijah has a question for you.
Which is what?
Check the comments.
Utah's a high altitude. Yeah, Salt Lake's not at quite the same elevation. Denver's is just about a mile. Yeah. So they're They're 4 feet under 1 mile at Denver. It's 52,076. So they're just under a mile high. Salt Lake is at 4,265. But like Park City and stuff, they're quite a bit higher.
Yeah, and I've been to, Salt Lake many a time. You don't really feel it.
Yeah, Park City's at 7,000 feet. You've been what?
I've been to Salt Lake many times, but it doesn't feel as different as Denver does.
Well, we're there what about 1,200 feet higher, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, Salt Lake's in a pretty deep valley.
Oh, the mall, man.
Jamal Murray. I'm from Murray, Utah, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah. Some people seem to feel elevation more than others too. I'm not sure why. But like,
no way. Oh, if Bruce Brown made that one.
Yeah, really. It's 92, 78, 5:43 to go. Lowry left corner.
He missed.
Nope.
Missed it.
Brown second ball up the court here. Gonna pass it to Murray. Murray up to Porter. Porter takes a shot. Nope.
Not a good shot.
It was kind of early in the shot clock too, right? Like at least drain the time, man.
Or take Bam to the hole.
Sure. But I mean, if you're going to shoot that shot,
at least Highsmith misses a 3.
Yeah. Are you rooting for the Heat, Rich?
For game 1, I am. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought they might win it, but I'm happy
overall.
with the Nuggets. Nuggets what?
Nuggets overall.
Sure. Yeah.
So next game, I'll probably root for the Heat. Then, if they win, then
switch. Bruce Brown got the offensive rebound. Put it up.
KCP did.
Sorry, KCP. You're right. KCP got the offensive rebound and got fouled. I wonder if Lowry's saying, "Hey, that's a shot clock violation." But no, it hit the rim, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, and then he did foul him.
Yep. Then you can do.
Yep, that obviously hit the rim in the replay. So
he did his best. Try to box out KCP. But
yep. Yeah. KCP missed it. Oh, it was clearly both a foul and not a shot clock violation. Putting Jokic back in the game. Maybe to try and ice it here. You know, 1 more minute of Jokic, and then you can rest 3 versus. But he missed both of them. Still 92-70. Bam, pushing the pace. Feeds Jimmy. Slam dunk. Nuggets timeout. 92-80.
Mm-hmm. Won't go away.
Of course they won't. Did you expect them to? Nope. They're the Heat. They never do. Huh?
Alonzo.
Yeah, it was Alonzo Mourning, right next to Pat Riley. Those two could be in a cop movie or a spy movie or something like that together, and it would work, you know. Getting too
old. What is Alonzo Mourning's
You're getting too old for it. Huh?
Alonzo Mourning's official title.
I have no idea. I wonder if he does have an official title, you know, or if he's just advisor or something like that. Oh, Heat title. It's going to bring up 2006. Thank you. I actually did know that. Heat front
office. Wow, it doesn't say on his wiki. Oh, here we go. No.
Vice President of Player Programs.
Okay.
Is that it?
Oh, there it is. Morning to Head Player Development.
Real GM.
What? 2009. Oh, yeah. Vice President of Player Development. But that's 2009, so
It says start season 2008-9. Years enroll 15. I'm looking at Real GM here. Vice President Player Programs. I think that's what it is. Oh, we're back. Kyle Lowry racing down the court. Feeds Adebayo and trap. I'm sorry, Highsmith in traffic. And he laid it up and in. It's a 10-point game, man. But I don't know. Jokic has Gabe Vincent on him. So I think they're probably going to try and get him the ball back here. Yep. Push shot, money. Back to 12. This guy's not. I don't know. Jokic. I don't think Jokic is. Now that they are in this position, I don't think he's going to let them lose this game. It might be subtle, but I don't think so. And Murray, ball in his hands, but goes to Jokic. Screen roll, Murray, back to, you guessed it, Jokic, turn around, shot. What do you think? Money, 14.
One rebound from a triple-double.
He's been one rebound for a triple-double for a while, and he's not going after them. Like, he doesn't care. He just wants to win.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible defense, though. That's terrible defense from the Nuggets. Just tic-tac-toe, wide open at the hoop. 96-84. Haywood Highsmith. 20 minutes in the NBA Finals. Jamal Murray in a round. No. Oh, I thought Porter might have gotten that.
Stolen. Good steal by Lowry.
It was a steal, huh? Yeah, I thought so. I thought it might have been. Butler.
Jimmy in the post.
No, it feeds. Who is that?
Hit one. He does. Highsmith hits a three in the corner. Yep. Assist Jimmy.
96-87.
Oh, wow. We're in single digits with 2:25 to go.
Well, the Nuggets are 0 for 7 for 3, and the Heat are 4 of 11, I think it was, in this quarter. Jokic playmaking again.
Oh.
Over to KCP. Drained it. Free throw line. I think, Bruce, that the Nuggets are playing colder than the Rockies, and in this sense, that's a good thing.
Nope.
They get the steal. Under 2 minutes to go. Jokic. Oh, he found Gordon under the hoop. Wasn't able to hit it, but Gordon's going to the free throw line, 152.
Good foul by Haywood, by the way. But anyways. I'm really impressed by Haywood.
Well, people talk about Heat culture and everything. I don't think that's really the right thing to call it, because all the best organizations that I've seen have some way to bring out the value that each and every person brings to the team, and not to throw them into the fire, but to be able to build up their confidence and keep them as Bam misses a fadeaway two-pointer and Jokic takes the ball off the court, gets fouled, they call the whistle, then Bam falls over. So delayed reaction there. There's a guy in there with full Joker makeup with Nuggets logos on the side. That's nice. A real fan, man.
Yeah. In the video that
how many edibles is he eating too,
The Nuggets intro, they have like Jokic, and then they superimpose like a flash of the Joker, the Joker villain look, and it's a really cool intro.
Yeah. Well, I can come up with some other nicknames for him, but Joker's pretty cool.
Double.
Yep. Again, yet again. He might average triple-double for this whole playoff run. I mean, that's in play. Crazy. And he's not even trying. You know that, right? Like if he were, there's a lot of chaos going on around here. And who do you think? It's
I
Haywood
think-
Highsmith for 3.
What the heck?
1:20 to go. There's 70 seconds left in game 1. Potentially, Oh, there's 70 seconds left of the fourth quarter of game 1 finals. Jokic turn around, fade away. I'm going to do it. Night. It's over. Caleb Martin hits 3, but it's an 11-point game. And the Nuggets, they're not just going to dribble this one out, but they're going to drain the clock. Jokic over to Murray. 8, 7, 6. Back to Jokic. Into the lane. Lefty hook. Well, he finally missed it. Now that doesn't matter. Did he get fouled?
No, out of bounds. 11-point lead, 32.8 seconds left.
1.3 left on the
Mop
shot clock.
back in there. He put Strus in there maybe to get a shot, to get back in rhythm, maybe. But Strus is back.
Wait a minute. Can you look up the number of free throw attempts by each team?
Yeah, we got 16 for 20 for the Nuggets and 2 for 2 for the Heat.
Yeah, they said, I think that the fewest number ever taken in a game for any team was 3. I'm not sure when that was, though, when that game was. Porter Jr. puts it up, no good, but the game's over. Yeah.
Jokic against
Go to the line.
Jokic. Oh, blocked it off of Jokic.
Jokic got a defensive steal. They're going to inbound it. The game's over. The Nuggets in their first try in their first NBA Finals. They're going to win it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nuggets win. They're up 1-0. And you know what? That was a fun game. I was worried that the Heat were going to be exhausted and the Nuggets were going to be rusty. And Heat looked a little tired during the middle of the game, but they'll be back. You know that they'll be back. They'll say, okay, we're acclimatized. We're used to, we're used to playing in Denver now, get a little bit more comfortable. We can shoot a lot better. Max Strus can shoot a lot better, Bruce, which I'm sure he will, considering he's absolutely destroying the Celtics throughout much of that series. I'll get Caleb Martin better shots. I'll be more aggressive. The Heat are saying that, and the Nuggets are saying everything the Heat are saying, like, we have to prepare for that. So
I'll be right back.
Once you're 4 rounds in.
Do a quick rescue break.
Yes, sir. Once you're 4 rounds in, you're not bothered by one loss because you probably experienced it before, unless you're the Warriors. Yep. The only team to go into an elimination game of the finals without having lost a playoff game. 2017 Warriors, the only team to ever do that. Yeah. Nicole's gonna get the silent treatment. Hey, maybe. How's your hubby doing, Nicole? Oh, he went to sleep. Oh, okay. At least he's not an angry fan. Sounds like. It's over. I'm going to bed. All right, that's good. This is Heat's 7th finals. 7th finals since 2006. Crazy. Will Smith Miami song? What do you mean, Bruce? Yeah, I mean, obviously the Heat are going to be a little upset by the free throws differential. It felt like there was contact on both sides. It didn't feel too egregious, but they probably should have shot more than 2. I'll say that, which of course would have made it a closer game. But yeah, they're 7th. 2006. We'll go through it again. 2006, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, 23. Yeah. They've got 3 titles so far. Which means Steph will at least have as many titles and 1 fewer finals than the Heat this year. Pretty crazy. That's how good Curry is. He's outperformed the entire Heat's history in the finals. You don't have to tell us that mentality. You don't have to tell us that. The free throw differential can be difficult to take. Just like Giannis did to Ray Allen. That's good. I knew the Carmelo 15, Jokic 15 thing, but the Giannis 34, Ray Allen 34, I hadn't thought about that. Kind of surprised. I guess the Nuggets, because Melo has to be traded, they're not going to retire his number. But I don't think
number 7?
15.
I thought Carmelo was 7 at Denver.
I think he was 7 in New York.
You're right. Yeah, he's 15 in Denver now. I'm seeing the visions of it because
maybe Alex English was 7. Maybe
I bought the Melo shoes when they first came out. I like those shoes. Those were pretty cool. They were kind of bulky, but they were pretty cool.
Now he's 2. Let's see. I bought some Starburys when I was growing up.
I did too. The $15 ones.
Yeah. I had some. Here's the thing. Like, thankfully,
those were atrocious shoes, but $15. So
they're $15. What I did though was, thankfully, I love the idea behind it because there are a lot of kids, who need basketball shoes, and paying $200 is like steep, So I like that. That's cool. I think Shaq has done something for a little bit less than that. I think his are like $80 or something, a little bit higher quality. Shaq shoes, which are available at Walmart. And I love Shaquille O'Neal, man. The more I learn about him, it's just the cooler he gets, Which, I mean, a little late to the party there, Dean, but okay.
I don't know if that's true, Bruce, but that's funny.
Yeah. It went bankrupt, now it's PayPal shoes. Anyway, but I wore those Starburys because in Utah, if you want to play, lots of times you have to play outside and there's like snow and stuff everywhere. It would just wreck the other shoes that I had. So I wore them outside. I think something in there started to cut my foot, so I stopped wearing it or something. But you said Melo, just reminded me of buying those one time. Bottom to rock them, so I wear them all right. Yeah, exactly.
I think if I still play basketball, I'd probably play in the Currys because I think technologically they're probably the most comfortable, even though I've never worn one of them. The whole thing where you cut and it doesn't make a sound, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, right. They added that to the new ones because they're using some kind of polymer or something like that. Yeah. I do wonder for outside play how that would be, just because the rubber is really good on like wet concrete, and other things aren't so much. I know some Jordans use some clear rubber or whatever, and people talked about that as being a little bit more slippery outside, and they increased the amount of colored rubber in the next year. I can't remember what it was.
But I will say on the other side of the spectrum, I would never just wear Currys just as fashion. Hell no. Like I think that's the one thing they don't do very well.
Well, I mean, you should never buy basketball shoes if you're not actually going to play basketball. And then I think, I mean, maybe if it's an investment, but that's kind of crap. I don't really like that. It drives up the price of sneakers too.
I don't agree with you on that. You don't have to buy the sneakers, but it's now such a part of the culture now. So even though I don't
getting
participate
harder and
in it,
harder to afford.
Sure, but I like the culture to observe it, and I don't have to buy any of them. So there's that.
That's
you don't have to.
I do have a pair of Currys, by the way, Rich. I got one Klay Thompson pair, one Steph Curry pair, and they're so comfortable. For whatever reason, the mesh ripped apart on the top. The laces aren't doing too well, but even still, they're the most comfortable basketball shoes I think I've ever worn. Really, like there's something. I got the Curry. Let's see. I want to make sure. Yeah, I got the Curry 7 Earn It edition. The gold and black. You know what I'm talking about, Rich?
That one more time.
I got the Curry 7 Earn It editions.
Okay.
You know which ones those are?
I don't follow the Curry brand at all, other than that I know that there's certain technologies that make it good to play in. There are some new, like, different brand shoes coming out. Like there's a lot of shoes made in China that are really geared towards performance. So there's that, and China also has its own culture of that. So it's just interesting to me just how it all unfolded. But I don't know. I think the Curry line, to me, still has. They need some work on the fashion side, but it's hard to do both. And also, the ones that are fashionable tend to not be very good performance shoes as well. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I think well, Jordan's for the win. I mean, as far as the look goes, it's unmatched. Those shoes themselves for basketball are a little heavy. I noticed they're very, very thick, which is kind of nice in terms of foot protection. I think one thing is also just Steph. I don't know. He does a lot of I don't know. He's a little goofy with his, and he admits that he's like, oh, I'm kind of a goofball in some ways, and I don't know. He's got Cookie Monster fur on one of the shoes. It's just like, well, I can't wear this with a suit, Whereas Jordans, because they're so dark and simple and kind of leather shoe, I mean, obviously they have leather, but I mean, like a nice leather shoe, it just fits with everything, It just does. So, no, I don't think Curry's going to wear those magic purple shoes in playoffs.
Yeah, you've said it a lot.
Just because it's Amy was asking, so I wanted to respond to her.
Yeah, no, I'm answering it.
Oh yeah, okay. Actually, I have to set up in
let it be legendary
real quick. Yeah, let it be legendary. I mean, whenever you see those purple shoes right now, what do you think of? Night title. So it's all good. There'll be like a gold and black one or a real light blue one or something like that. But I'm gonna set up in the next room and take a quick restroom break. If that's all right, Reggie.
Okay. Thanks. All right, so Dean will be back. I don't know. Can I hang on until he comes back? I got some stuff to do. I wanted to get the channel set up yesterday to cover the interviews, but I also didn't want to work myself to the bone to do that. Not that it's hard to do. It's just Got a lot on my plate right now. Oh, so what else we got here? If I'm going to play again. Yeah. There's other ones. There's one called Serious Player Only. You would think that they're really good, and I think they are pretty good. You should check those out as well. I don't know where you can buy those though. Ante pink shoes. Oh, yeah. I don't know what I would go with these days. I think I still like the mid tops. I don't like to go low tops because then my ankle feels like it's exposed and I'm going to tweak it. Plus, kind of the shape of my foot and my calf bone, whatever you call that, either the fibula or the tibia. Tibia? No, I don't know. I don't know my bones. But my calf bone is, yeah, I'd have to find the right shoe. I think I would end up with Serious Player Only or Curry's, probably Curry's to play in. But I wouldn't wear Curry's to like a party or anything. You know what I'm saying? I think most players wear low tops. Just they don't like to feel restricted. I don't know. I kind of grew up on the mid top, so as evidenced by the Melo one. Bunch of Jordans were always mid top, even though they weren't good to play in. Anybody remember the Air Maestro? I had Air Maestro, the first one that came out. There was another version of it. Those were good. The Pippin ones, I forgot the name of it, but they looked like a sock, and that was when Pippin, the first one that he wore that was not Air Pippin. Yeah, those were good. I would just keep buying those. They had the nubuck leather. Back then it was like an innovation. Yeah, basically. Oh, I did watch the movie Air. That was pretty awesome. Oh, the shocks were horrible. Those Nike shocks. Vince Carter, I bought them just because Vince Carter wore them. Awful shoe. The worst shoe I have ever worn. Hurt my feet. Oh my gosh. I could still feel the pain. But anyways, yeah. The movie Air was good. It was good. I didn't think it was great, but it was good. Klay's strength trainer called it one of the 10 best movies ever. I'm like, nah, man, come on, man. It's not that good. It was good. Wasn't that good. But yeah, Ben Affleck. I think I'm a little biased against Ben Affleck and Matt Damon movies. I think seeing them together is, I they've been together so many times. It's like I start thinking about that too much, and it gets me away from the film. So I don't want to see Ben Affleck and Matt Damon together because I'm tired of them together all the time. I need something new, but But I don't want to be sitting here, 10 years from now and people feeling that way about me and Dean. So I shouldn't really, say that. So I should really just be thankful that they do make good movies. I did really like what's that first one they made? Good Will Hunting. I like that movie for sure. Redeem Team. Is that a movie? I have not watched that. But I watched them very closely in the Olympics. So I feel like that's enough. Like, I don't really need to go behind the scenes on that one because I saw the Redeem Team and it was led by Kobe, had LeBron on it, Carmelo, and I forget who else. And that was nice and everything, but I'm not like crazy about them. I like the Dream Team better. Had Chris Mullin on the Dream Team too. Made you appreciate Kobe. Yeah, I could skip it. I don't need to really appreciate that any more than I already appreciate Kobe. Maybe if it had more Warriors representation, I would. I'm sure it's a good one though. I don't really watch a whole ton of movies unless it's IMAX and I'm getting the full IMAX experience type of deal. Dwayne Wade, right? Dwayne Wade was on Redeem Team for sure. I just remember the, gold medal game against Spain. And then later I would find out that Kobe would come out on the first play and just deck his buddy Pau Gasol to send a message. But still, they were, within 7 points, fourth quarter, and then Kobe had to hit the clutch three. It was just one of those make or miss type deals. It was one of those, North Carolina Michael Jordan championship deals where you just have to make the shot, make or miss, and he did. Hey, Festus Ezeli is on ABC. Hold up. So the update on Festus is that he hasn't made his decision yet what he's going to do. I don't know what his choices are, but maybe one of his choices is to go to ABC. Wow, you would think there's a non-compete. So his contract with NBC Sports Bay Area ended. Now he's on ABC. What? ABC Bay Area 7, ABC 7 Bay Area postgame. Wow, Festus. You wonder. Nah, but Adonal Foyle's not going to go anywhere. Adonal, I'm sure, is going to stay with ABC. I don't know. Maybe let's go with this crew right here. But then there's only so many games that are on ABC. Like I would guess you'd make more money on NBC Sports Bay Area because they cover every game. I guess. Good night mentality. Tim Duncan. Yeah, could be. Is Steph playing on the Olympic team? I would say no. Definitely not the World Cup. For when's the next one? 2024 Olympics. We'll see. What else are we talking about? Let's see. Oh man, I forgot to take a screenshot and put ourselves on social media. So later on, I'm going to make the YouTube channel, upload some interviews. It's not going to make any money for like a year, probably. Oh, so much work. But you got to start somewhere. It would definitely be a nice addition to Steph's resume to have a gold medal in there. So then thinking about that, I would think that he would want to play. And why not? But hard to predict, right? Really hard to predict. I mean, you got to think that it's more likely he would play on Team USA if we, didn't make the finals, if we didn't, knock on wood and all of that stuff. But so what do we want most? We want Steph to win another championship the most. I just don't know that playing in the Olympics after winning the championship or playing in the finals would be the most prudent thing to do, given he'll be like 38 or 39 or something. 38. So we'll see, though. It's impossible to predict. We'll see what happens. Did they give Festus a ABC 7? What do you call that? Medallion? What do you call that? Whatever. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, that would be great if we could, if it somehow happened. Paris. I'm sure there's an open invite, so it's not a situation where Steph would have to make the team. Steph would just have to agree to play. So that's it, really. What else is there to look at over here? Let's look at Twitter. See what they got going on. Breaking news: the Senate passes debt ceiling legislation. Oh, okay. Ending a drama that threatened global financial crisis. Wow. This guy's right. Why do we do this every 2 to 4 years? Such a waste of time. Anyway, Bruce Brown at the podium. Check out my article. I got a really cool email from my guy Dan, who I used to. There's just like a handful of Twitter people back in the day prior to 2016, like 2013, 14, where we used to talk a lot to each other back in the day, and he was one of them. He was like, "Oh, I really liked your article," so go check it out on our website right here. And Tim Kawakami seems to think Bob is a good candidate to being CEO of Disney or Apple one of these days. Crazy. Okay. No, that's not true. Let me show you. I think it was Mark Medina. Mark G. Medina. So we are at the, what mark are we at here? 239, 238 mark on whether or not Steph will play the 2024 Paris Olympics and Olympics. And here at the 240 mark, on Draymond staying if Bob Myers has gone. And here's Mark Medina's quote from his question to Draymond Green after game 6, or maybe one of the other games. I don't remember when it was. Let's see what he says, though. Oh, here's some stuff. Oh, I excerpted part of Mark Medina's article from 2015 on how Bob became GM. Anyways, here's the quote. You can see it behind me. So, doesn't mean he's going to leave just because Bob left. When is the Mahomes Kelsey thing? June 29th? Look at my calendar. Yeah, I think it's June 29th. Pretty sure. Draymond Green show? Oh, you mean, is he coming out with a new one, or you're watching the one that he just did? Oh, excuse me. Hmm? Whoa. Posted. Oh, is that Dean? Oh, was that you that typed that in, Dean?
Yeah, it was. I didn't think it would come out as you.
How did that end up? Wow, that's crazy.
I posted a comment here.
I think it's because you're on StreamYard as a team member. So anything that goes out via StreamYard, like if we post a comment via StreamYard, it will go out as Let's Go Warriors.
Yeah, I could do it on my phone too.
No,
so
it doesn't matter. I mean,
but this is
well, good.
Yeah.
It's all
Okay.
Just to figure out the technology on that one. That was weird because I'm like, wait, I did not type that.
Yeah, I know. I looked at it too and went, wait a minute. Why did Rich post that on Twitch? Okay.
That was nuts. That was crazy.
Saw it goes for a second, huh?
Blasian.
Oh, okay.
Patrick. Oh,
hey,
my
man,
gosh.
it's
really?
hip to be square, but I'm not into
Wow.
murders and executions, all right?
Well, according to the poll, you are Dante DiVincenzo. Congratulations.
Yeah, I hope I stay. Curry 2 is one beast in the corner.
How do I wish I could post that. I wish I could post the poll results on the screen. That would be funny. I can do that, actually. Wait, I can just
Who are you
screenshot
talking
this.
to, Bruce? What are you talking about, man?
I have no idea. Let's see. Oh, so then I can go stop screen, share screen. I got to launch the window. My fault. Screenshots. There it is. Let's see if that works. Throw this up there. Yeah, I got to resize it. Oh, it doesn't go any smaller. There we go. And then let's do this. How do we make that smaller? Like this? Nope. Lost you. Nope. What? There's no option to make a small version? No, we're too small there. All right, that's good enough. Oh, let's see. What else is going on? Don't be Shannon and Skip. What was that about, though?
Yeah, what are you talking about, Bruce? I didn't think we sounded like that ever. Although Shannon is pretty funny. Watching Skip Bayless get mad is entertainment, you know. Sure looks nice. All right, whatever. Yeah, Kimi Dante would be great because then also after your second season with one team, you get early bird rights, so you can sign him to a bigger contract than just the mid-level that he's on right now. But he would have to opt in.
Oh, cool. All right, there we go. That's perfect.
That made sense.
Hey, can you position your laptop so that you're more at the top? There we go. That'll make the screenshot a little bit better.
Okay.
So that you're not buried behind Cholo. Screenshot that and send that over to. There we go.
You guys are crazy. I mean, thank you, but that's enough about me. I don't want to talk about me anymore.
Okay. Send that to myself.
You were talking about what were we talking about before we got off? Draymond, right? Well,
oh yeah, sure. Let's talk about that.
I was very. I mean, I never wanted to see Bob Myers go, especially now with Steph Curry around. But I was happy with how all that felt. You know what I mean? That conference. And that Bob Myers said, it's not about the money. I've made plenty of money. I was offered plenty of money. You know, obviously, Lacob was saying this more, but like, we're going to keep competing. I love that he said that. Like, I don't care what the rules are. We're going to find a way to compete. That's what good organizations do. And like, I really don't think a lot of Warriors fans understand how good of an owner Joe Lacob is. Like, he's really, really, he's a winner. You know, say what you want, but the dude wants to win and will actually try to win, you know. Well, obviously, it's still business and there's a financial aspect to it. I mean, sure, he's not just going to chill out $1 billion roster or something like that, you know, but we can trust that the dude at the very top is going to do whatever it takes based on the way, because there's every opportunity to play a safe card there, or for Bob to say something like, you know, I love my time here and sometimes things just don't work out. He never said that, never, which would have, and it doesn't seem like he's going to another team, right? So we're not going to have to compete against Bob Myers. That's really, really important. It allows him to be around the team as much as he wants, you know, right now, or at home as much as he wants, but still stay in contact. He said, I think those relationships that he's made with Draymond, Steph, Klay are real. I would be amazed if they're not. I mean, those guys, I think that was just Myers being humble, but those guys seem to absolutely love him. And, but it just didn't have the feeling of, I wasn't respected, or I wasn't, you know, I wasn't in a position that I enjoyed. I think he's just exhausted.
Or how about, can you address this stupid take on social media that he thought the situation coming up with Draymond's extension, Klay's extension, et cetera, was too much for him. And so there's that. And then there's another stupid thing that I saw on Twitter, which was that Myers was the glue between I don't know what's the word, feared or hated owner Lacob and the team, and he was the glue. So now the glue's gone. Can you just address those dumb takes?
I'll try, but just go listen to Bob himself and the way
Exactly.
the team
It's like they
talks.
didn't even watch the interview.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe is up there, and he's even a radio personality even went up there to say that, Joe made it seem like X, Y, and Z. Did you watch the same interview that I did? Like, Joe was up there praising Bob. Joe's going to do his boisterous, egotistical, style.
Competitive?
He's always been that way. He's always kind of managed to throw that in while doing something else. And in this case, praising Bob, and let me throw in a couple things. That's just Joe being Joe. It doesn't mean Joe is undermining Bob. Oh my God.
People don't understand the difference between confidence and arrogance, right? They don't.
Exactly.
And Joe, like, what I heard is the owner of the team said there's a second, apron. The super tax is really what it should be called, but they're calling it a second apron. There's all these extensions. Obviously, there's a little influx with Bob Myers stepping down, not leaving, not being forced out, just stepping down. And it doesn't matter to me. We're going to win. How could you come out? How could you perceive that negatively? Maybe I'm naive or stupid or something, but I just didn't get that from the interview at all. I didn't.
It's Twitter. But what's the common denominator? It's people using this app. That is the common denominator of this guy, that guy, and the other guy, which I saw making just ridiculous takes. One of them happens to work for a radio station, so there goes some misinformation out to all of his followers. But the rest of them are also, people who love to chat on Twitter. So a lot of misinformation going out there. Sad.
The easiest thing to do is to bet on things to fail. It's the simplest bet you can make. But then you're mired in mediocrity. It's just the outcome. Yeah. But anyway, I think
or outrage. Mired in outrage.
Yeah. But I don't know. We're in such a better place. So I don't even really want to talk about them, man.
Exactly.
At this point, I don't think we really even need to respond much. I mean, we have how many people watching? 30? Like, everybody knows.
Well, it's not. I don't do that to respond so much. So much as that I know that there's people that can't help themselves. They're going to go to Twitter for either information or entertainment or content in general. They're going to see that, and then part of them is going to believe that. So I have to come up here and, with your assistance, dispel that. Just say no to that crap. Just think about all the negative thoughts that come through your own head the moment you wake up in the morning. You don't have to agree to any of those. You can just say no to those. And that Twitter is a reflection of negative thoughts happening in people's brains all over the world, and they instantly thumb type their negative thought onto an app for everybody else to see. And unfortunately, that's just how that app works. And people have to realize that your brain is going to give you a lot of negative thoughts. It's up to you to say no to some of these that come up.
Yeah, but at this point, I feel like, not to get too pastoral or something, but we're just like casting out this thing into the water and seeing who wants to bite and who doesn't, except we're not going to eat the fish that we catch. So maybe that's not quite the right example, but it's like, why is it us that have to respond to that? Why is it them that are weird and have this little community of anger and frustration, and everybody else is like, because I think if you started out the other way, you would have a hard time convincing anybody to join that, but it preys on the animal, maybe mammalian like when's my next meal? Is this going to work? Being, like not trusting things, not, I mean, like living in stress, remembering bad experiences more than good ones, because if you remember the bad ones better, it'll help you not die next time. But like, we live in civilization, man. You know what I mean? Like we don't live out in the elements, and it's especially in cities like that you have to act differently than that when you're in a city just to make everything work, or you should. And that's why every culture, right? They all have like the golden rule, really. They all have different societal norms to try to cut down on that, like the things that tear society apart, like strife and anger and things like that. I mean, obviously thinking about societies, it can get kind of dark because there's also a lot of other stuff going on there too. But you know what I mean? Like, but not just Twitter. It's not only Twitter. Like it's all over. You see even YouTube comments. Now, YouTube things are longer form like this, or they're 15 minute.
And you can just delete. You can delete them, whereas you can't delete Twitter replies for some stupid reason.
Yeah, see, I don't even know that because I have never used Twitter. Well, why can't you delete replies to your own thread?
Exactly.
Why would you?
Because their business model is different. They want to do this, do that, and it turns out that
you can't hide from us.
Feeding the outrage gives them more clicks, and so that's their algorithm. YouTube has always been there to protect the creator, which means somebody, a singer goes on YouTube, becomes famous, they can protect that, the talent by allowing you to delete those comments. And I've had to delete quite a few.
Why would you?
In the Bob Myers stuff.
Yeah, why would you set up something where you protect the critic versus the talent?
Exactly.
What record company hires a bunch of critics to make sure they can find the right musicians? None of them. Maybe they'll hire one of them who's really good and put them in a producing role, but you don't hire them as a critic. What are you thinking? I mean, am I crazy? I think I might be, because it feels like a lot of the things that I think are just normal, like nobody does anymore. Anyway, look, let's get back to Draymond because we keep getting off topic on this stuff. I think Bob Myers leaving in the fashion that he left and the way that Lacob seems confident, all the exit interviews, it all ended. It started in a way that was like they were trying to be positive, but they knew it was kind of bad. The season did with after Punch and also the contract stuff even before that with Draymond and everything. It ended with them being very self-critical, but sounding really positive and together, which is good. And I think Myers is just exhausted, man. So
yeah,
him leaving is not gonna. I think it's not gonna affect Draymond in quite the same way as, like, I'm gonna go be the GM of the Wizards. You lowballed me. Like, oh, that would have been really bad. That really would have been. So Draymond keeps talking about I want to roll in with the same guys, or want to roll out with the same guys I rolled in with. So I think he wants to stay. I think Lacob is willing to, meet at whatever price is reasonable for both sides to keep him. I'm hoping it's a contract extension, although maybe that's less years. But I mean, he only has to go to 27 anyway. That's what he said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you give him, I guess, a player option for 27. And I honestly don't really care what the starting. Well, I mean, I do care. We can't pay him $60 million a year, maybe. But like, if it's I don't know, 35 million a year next, and then it's decline. I think whatever it is, you front load that contract, not guarantees, anything like that.
Yep.
You front load the contract and have it decline each year, but the money doesn't change. It's just so the as he gets older, the tax is a little easier on the team, and he gets the same amount of money, right? I think you can do that, right? So that's all that's the only thing that I think might be different than any other time he signed the contract. But
there's also a lot of talk about the second tax apron, stuff like that. The thing I want to say about that, and Nate Jones, who works for Damian Lillard's camp, his agency, so
right.
he's a good guy to follow on Twitter. But Nate Jones, where is this? Let's see if I can pull it up. Jones on the NBA. He used to be like a blogger. Boy, he tweets a lot. So let's see if we can find the one where he talks about.
You want to put it up on the screen, right?
Yeah, I haven't found it yet.
Oh, okay.
Let's put this back up there. But he was talking about the Jaylen Brown.
Moving to another state, Bruce. All right, man. Have a good night. Good luck with the move. I hope you're going west.
Oh, U-Haul driving. Nice. Wow. Drive safe. What was this stuff? Stand-up
funny
on Twitter.
Yeah.
I prefer information when you're stand-up comedian on Twitter and it turns out to be interpreted as information by your followers. That's when it becomes a problem.
I heard people saying that someone was going to go join Dwight Howard on the Shanghai Sharks, and Dwight Howard plays in Taiwan.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man.
All right. So the whole thing about Jaylen was that they would get into the second tax apron and everything. I'll look for it later when you're talking, but Nate Jones said that, well, and he represents Jaylen, by the way. So there's a little bit of bias, but he is a very even-keeled guy. He's fair.
He represents Jaylen Brown?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And
basically saying that the owners are going to figure out a way to deal with this second apron. And the
owners in big market teams are going to be able to, yes, as they always have.
Right.
What if you're the Thunder or the Jazz, though?
Well, they're the ones that wanted to put in that provision, so that's their problem. But the thought that occurred to me was with the second tax apron, you're gonna lose your mid-level exception. You're gonna be at risk for that first round pick being frozen at the bottom of the first round if you stay in the second apron too long for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, and you can't trade out to 7 either.
They will figure out how
you have to take less money back.
They will figure out how to avoid that second tax apron as necessary. And one of the things is that if they weren't going to get somebody on the mid-level that was that impactful anyways, then you might as well just go over the apron for that year. So it's not that drastic, in my opinion. And we'll figure it out. So everybody just suddenly having this fear, oh, we must get under the second apron. Oh, this, that, and the other thing. Well, that's not for sure. And, there's a table that, oh, we got to get under 190 million in 2 years and stuff like that. Well, yes and no. I mean, we'll see, right? So again, it just comes back to the fear mongering out there. People, it's not necessarily mongering, but it's like spreading more fear to then get more clicks, quite honestly, get more retweets and do more stand-up comedy and laugh about, oh, look at the Warriors or look at Lacob. And, I just, it's tiring. It's tiring to myth bust all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Let's just see what happens. Let's not go into, as a fan, definitely don't go into these next couple years as somebody that just fears the second apron and stuff. Like, it's gonna make sense. We're gonna figure it out, just like Lacob said. So that's all I'm trying to say.
Well, you have to go all out till 26, I think, right?
There you go.
Right, and probably 27 because that Draymond said. Look, that's one thing about him saying that. Like, I was hoping it goes to 29 or something, at least. But if it's 27, it's 4 more years. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's 4 more seasons. So, do what it takes to put a winning team around Steph, Klay, and Draymond. Keep, I don't think Klay is going to go anywhere.
Exactly.
I would like to see him at least consider some things, like maybe being willing to come off, be the sixth man once in a while, or just trying it. The possibility that,
I think that's more up
max
to Jordan
extension.
Poole. Isn't that more up to Jordan Poole than it is to Klay? Like, JP's going to go up more than Klay's got to go down. And I only say that because Steve was asked that on the radio a couple weeks ago, and he said that, well, right now, Klay is still a starter in the NBA.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he had a rough playoffs against the Lakers, but other than game 2, where he hit 8 out of 11 threes and had 30 points and played great defense. And he's started playmaking really well. But I still can't help but think that being the sixth man kind of allows you to be the number one scoring option on the court. I just kind of want to see Klay get to do that on the Warriors and then go back to being just a splash bro too. Because when Steph was hurt, Klay played really well. He played incredible. He led us to staying at a winning record. Him and Jordan Poole did, but Klay was amazing. When Steph was back, it felt like it was for some reason a little harder for him. Probably because he's not able to run around screens as quickly and for quite as long as he did before he tore his ACL and his Achilles in back-to-back seasons. So that's the only reason I keep bringing it up. I don't really care. I think it'd be cool. I think he would be really good. In fact, I think if he did it, he would be sixth man of the year.
Don't care, but you're wanting to see it. So
yeah, no, I mean, I'm not.
I truly don't care. Like, as long as if Klay is playing like he did this past season, he's probably ending the game on the floor because of his defense. And that's
I have no doubt that he's going to be the closer. Yeah, no, I would never take him off that.
Are you saying it because you're seeing that on social media as well, or
what?
Oh, Klay should come off the bench, blah, 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 blah.
They don't know what they're talking about. They're talking about benching Klay, which is ridiculous. I'm talking about playing him really legitimately as like a starting minutes, six man, who gets to take advantage of when Steph comes out. Klay is the number one scoring option on the court, and you get him going by feeding him the ball and having him be the number one guy for that stretch when he first comes in the game. And then basically play him the same minutes. So I shouldn't say I don't care. I'm okay if that doesn't happen, because I don't have any doubt that Klay can be a great starter in the NBA. That's ridiculous. Why would you have any doubt? But I would like to see it though, because of
you would like. You haven't really said why though. You would like to see it because it brings more scoring balance to the Warriors' attack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So from the team, I mean, you're taking out Steph, and now who do you have to deal with? Klay? Oh my God, are you kidding me? So for the
Well,
team,
we can talk about that. I mean, like, why not? Why not? Oh, Splash Brothers. Oh, damn. And then go from there. Here you're going, oh, well, I can. Yeah, I mean, again, if Jordan Poole is playing like Klay, then it's still the same problem. But if he's not, then you're like, oh, thank goodness. I only have to deal with one of them
but
starting.
what if it's Poole and Klay together, and it's Steph and Gary or something like that for defense to start the game, and you're dealing with Poole and Klay running the offense?
It's a good problem to have, but anytime you're taking a weapon off the court with Steph, I'm going to challenge you because I don't know the answer.
Okay, but if I just want to see it happen,
then you've got more pressure on Steph.
That's fine. He does better with more pressure anyway. I mean,
okay.
Look, what Steph needs around him is incredible defense.
We need to know why.
I think what I want to do is I want to put Steph out there. Wiggins, is the other scorer. Draymond, a little bit more aggressive. But I want like a defensive monster around Steph Curry when he's playing. And then once you're tired as hell of chasing Steph around and not being able to score, then you have to deal with Jordan and Klay and Moody and Kuminga and Dante.
I mean, all right. Klay becomes a pretty good monster on defense in the fourth quarter, but I will give you that.
I'm not saying that he doesn't play in the fourth. I please don't take that.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the first.
Closer. He's the closer.
I wasn't even talking about that.
Okay.
I was talking about. So you're taking Klay off the floor and saying you want a defensive monster. I'm saying Klay can start and be a defensive monster if he puts his mind to it. He has not been able to do that this season in the first quarter. But I'm just throwing that out there as
he's the number one option the first time he's on the court. It's not Jordan, it's not Moody, it's not Kuminga, right?
What you mean is if he comes off the bench as a six man, he is the number one option.
Yes, so you get him going. He is the number one option when he starts the game. He's not if he starts with Steph. I love Klay.
It sounds like he's starting the game. You mean when he comes into the game?
When the first time he comes into the game, you'd sub Steph for Klay, basically, if you get what I mean. Not point guard to point guard, but like you would rotate them at the very beginning of the quarter. Oh, sorry, not of the quarter, but in the first quarter when Steph comes out or whatever. So I guess that does change Steph's rotation a little bit because I'm thinking Steph starts the first.
Yeah,
and then Klay comes
I don't mind it. I just want to go through the thought process. It's just like I talked about it in the article on the website where Bob Myers, one of the things he does well is to talk through things because you'll be sitting there in a 20-minute interview with Bob Myers and then you walk out and you go, wait, did he really say anything? He didn't really say anything. He didn't give us any information. He just said, oh, we're going to, whatever it may be, the topic might be, the NBA draft. And it always ends up with him saying that they selected the best player available. So what's the point of
and we work together as a team and we're not going to tell you guys anything and run around in a circle, have some fun, tire yourself out and go home. Good boy.
Just
he was so good at that, man.
You just kind of go through and talk about everything. That's I think what is important about Bob and I kind of want to do that here as well. It took me until me writing the article to realize that is what me and you do on here is that we just talk about something and look at it from so many different angles that at the end of the day you come to the conclusion that we're still one of the top teams among 30, so we're good. And so I just that's why to look at all these different angles of whether so you're saying you would like Klay to come in for Steph and that'd be a really cool rotation to start out the game, and I don't disagree with you on that. I don't necessarily totally agree. I'm not all in on that, but
I don't know if I agree. I just want to see it.
I think it's valid.
I just want to see it, and there's no shame. Good God, man. I mean, Klay, you know, he also got his prime stolen from him by injury. Like, I get that, you know. I mean, I don't understand it. Like, I've been through it, but I can feel that. But I think, well, ambidextrous jump shooting and using six men more are two of the last things that really can be exploited by a smart team against other teams that isn't being done much right now, you know? And it's definitely not being rewarded when it is. I cannot believe that Andre Iguodala never won any six man of the year. How's that possible?
Well, it's an award, you know.
It's an award, and it's Scottie Pippen never won Defensive Player of the Year. Like, okay, but really, it just shows me that it's easy to know what's good when it works already. Afterwards, well, hindsight is 20/20. But to try something new is generally met with, you know, all this backlash and like, no, you're doing it wrong because it's not the way it's not what we're used to. That can't be right. We're not doing things wrong ourselves. We never like to admit that, huh? Oh, I'm not doing something wrong myself. And
Found it.
Oh, you found it?
Here's the Jaylen Brown talk. I remember I had saved it somewhere. People keep worrying about 30 to 35% max contracts. I don't think it's going to handicap teams paying those deals. It's going to depress the salaries of everyone else, force more non-guaranteed deals for non-stars. Here's more. Here's a good one. So more dog eat dog and more interchangeable in the middle class. So the $12 million players and stuff like that will get less years.
There is something interesting too, by the way, which is actually a benefit of this new CBA, is that there's no longer the 2 max cap
Restriction. Yeah.
Yeah, where you can only have 2 max contracts on your team. So if you're willing to pay, and you have, let's say Westbrook, Harden, and Durant, right, all together, and you wanted to pay all of them, keep all of them, sign them all to max contracts and whatever, or wanted to trade one of them for another max contract, and you have 3, you can do that now, that's good. I'm happy about that. Yeah, I think that's played a big role. Just, you know, these last 2 years we've had a lot of changes in and out, you know, of the rotation. A lot of people a lot of players, I mean, coming and going. Like, as soon as someone shows up, another player goes out. 2022, we had the best chemistry in the league, I think. I can't.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, sorry to interrupt on that, but it was Jamal Murray on the podium yesterday said the 2 best teams with the best chemistry are left over right now. And I think he hit the nail on the head, which is, I mean, it should be.
Yeah.
Nuggets and the Heat have the best chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
But I interrupt you. Keep going.
It's hard to argue with. I can't think of another 2 other teams that love playing with each other more than that. Trying to think. Kings. Yeah, I think the Kings had that.
Yeah.
Still here. Of course, Amy. It's not 6 hours yet. I'm just kidding. I doubt we're going 6 hours today. But for those of you that are here, again, please, if you haven't already, splash the like button and subscribe.
But I didn't want to lose your train of thought. You were talking about chemistry and the Warriors' chemistry, right? We had the best chemistry
So
in
we had the
2022.
best chemistry in the league last year, I think. If not the best, then no, I think it was the best. A lot of things, the stress of being a champion, Jordan clearly getting the edge in the contract negotiation, Draymond feeling upset about that, then Draymond punching Jordan Poole, then that getting leaked, and then, Steph getting hurt and Wiggins getting hurt, Steph getting hurt again, Wiggins having family issue. Like, had we been healthy, I think we would have done a lot better, at least in the regular season, which gives us a higher seed, probably helps the team out a little bit more, better regular season habits too. But we had both that like crazy, constant shifting parts problem and our chemistry decline too. I still don't think it was that bad, I really don't, but
Right.
it was bad because we're Warriors fans and we're used to watching the best, or with KD in 2018-19, it was a little tense, but it wasn't bad at all. I mean, the dude ended up giving his Achilles for us, So, like, that was – I mean, even 2020, we were the worst team in the league. That was, that team loved each other. So I'm hoping that's kind of a one-off type thing. It's just really hard repeating. It's really hard even making 2 finals in a row. It's really hard. Like, it's been half a decade and we haven't seen it. So, or the last time we saw it was a half decade ago. I'm also willing to look at trades that are a big swing, for the team because we have the assets to do it. But it's not, and whenever you guys do that too, like, try not to like, oh, we need to get this guy off the team, But like, realistically look at, would this help us win or not? Realistically look at like, why would the other team say yes?
I know.
Who says no? Well, it's not who says no. It's why would the other team say yes?
Yeah.
And I have some ideas. I don't think I want to talk about them right now.
I know, right? Me neither.
I can text you them or something later, Rich, if you want. But
yeah, there's time.
We have, again, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. I'm sure we're gonna have. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but I'm sure we're gonna have Draymond Green, man. I think that dude wants to stay. So I'm just gonna say we have Draymond Green still, and we have Joe Lacob. Joe Lacob. You have that. He said the buck stops with me. He's pulling out a Harry Truman on us. I guess 2 nights ago with the Bob Myers thing. And yet, I don't know. I mean, people, I don't get the reputation that he gets. I really don't. Did you call him a scary owner or something like that, Rich? I mean,
somebody on Twitter was saying that there's a disconnect between the players and Joe Lacob, and I saw that and I'm going, really?
I gotta do the Michael Jordan last answer. That's you. Because you never won.
That's the thing, is that this person has been on Warriors Twitter for as long as I have. So he has a presence out there. And for him to say that is just so out of pocket. It's just like,
no, it's not, because they don't remember what other owners are like. How cheap other owners are.
I don't
You know?
I don't get why that guy would say that. But anyway.
I don't know who it is. Maybe I don't get it. You know, maybe there was something else to it. I don't want to just go around, taking shots at people that I don't even know what they said. Like, I don't want to seem like that. But I don't like that concept.
Yep.
Like Lacob he's a winner, man. He spends to win. He pushes winning. And if you have that up top, honestly, if you have a good owner, when's the last time it's gone really wrong? Can you think of any time? Like, oh, that guy's a really good owner, but the team's just terrible. They might have a down year and be a lottery team. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. Spurs, right? But that, like,
Us in
this
2020.
team really messed up. Us in 2020, sure. But, like, this team's really messed up. Really got a lot of incompetence problems. When is the last time that's happened with a good owner? I can't. I don't know. I can't think of it. So you got Joe Lacob, man. Talking like, we're gonna win. We'll figure out the rules. Oh, okay. Oh, time to get behind the man at the top. We're gonna win. We're gonna figure out the rules. Let's go. Yeah, scary. Yeah, he's frightening with his jokes and his small dog named Larry. Lucky Larry O'Brien. Do you know what I'm talking about, Rich? I'm sure you do, but do you guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, you don't know?
Nope.
Well, I remember the draft, watching Warriors coverage, and Joe Lacob had his dog involved, who he named Larry O'Brien.
Oh, okay.
And it's a little dog. It's not a Chihuahua or anything, but like a little like terrier, or maybe not terrier. I don't know. Like, 'cause it was just a small dog, very cute looking and everything. And his name was Larry, and I started calling him Lucky Larry. And Lacob said something like, "We have everything planned for the draft. We just need to figure out, or just need Lucky Larry to get us the exact right pick that we need." It's like, I don't know. It was just funny, and it's like, oh, Larry will get us the pick we need. And it turned out to be the number 2 pick, and it was James Wiseman, who we traded for Gary Payton II, which was a mistake that we made, let him go, and we were able to rectify it. Of course, Klay tore his Achilles that night.
It was a mistake at the time. I mean, that's another hindsight is 2020 thing. But like when you're in the moment and your formula for the next season is, okay, we're not paying more than the mid-level, and you just kind of go with it. So at the time, I didn't think it was a mistake. And of course, you can label it
well
that it was.
Maybe it was not a mistake to let him go, because that makes sense. And you got Dante DiVincenzo and other people you're trying to put in that role. So you're right. It wasn't a mistake letting Gary Payton go. But maybe what I was really saying was that it was a trade to remedy the problems the team was experiencing, to get Payton back. It was, and it worked. The chemistry really turned around when Gary was here, as you might imagine, because looking at Wiseman and going, this dude's so talented and so humble and young, and God, he's just in such a tough situation,
Mm-hmm.
Such a tough situation, trying to play a position that we don't really normally use, in and out of the lineup, and I never heard him complain.
I really always have to remind people, we lost games with Wiseman in there, and those games were lost from bad turnovers. So the veterans do have some blame to go around for Wiseman not working out. Because if we were winning those games, then Wiseman gets more run. He's not abandoned, and Steve doesn't feel like he's got to shorten the roster and win some games. Otherwise, we're going to go down a path where it's irrecoverable. So anytime we talk about this past season, I always have to throw out there, don't forget, the veterans deserve as much blame as anybody else for things that happened this season. I mean, should have just won those games. I mean, there's to go on a road trip 0-5. If you made a list of people to blame, the veterans should be on there number one. They really should. So, but you just shrug, and we're not going to live in the past. So, so that's why I can't really look in hindsight and go, oh, that was a mistake. Oh, that was a mistake. And you're labeling things and stuff like that. It's just stuff that happened. It's just experiences. And so, yeah, we lost in the Western Conference semifinals. Oh, well, it happens. Go look at the wiki for the Spurs. Happened to them, in between championships as well. And it happened, in between. They lost in the first round of 3 straight.
As defending champs, too.
Yeah. Anyway.
The Suns beat him 3-1 in the first round?
I know.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Forgot about that. Oh, Amy, the richest NBA team owner, I'm sure, is Steve Ballmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's got 70 billion or something like that. Ridiculous. I mean, not he's invested in companies to 7, like that's just his own wealth, So I'm sure all the companies and whatever that he owns are just yeah, the Burks and Bogdanovich thing, and I mean, I do have some ideas, but just
hold on to them. We'll talk about it some other time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of time. We got another minimum 3 games, probably more, of the finals to get through. So we got another couple weeks, and then the draft will be upon us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
draft is the 29th?
I don't know. Let's look it up. 2023 NBA draft. 22nd of June. And we have 2023 NBA Finals schedule.
Yeah, that's on the 18th, I think, if it's Game 7.
Okay. So then 4 games in between the draft and Game 7 if it goes to Game 7.
Wow.
Can't see the bottom of that.
The Heat are going to be pretty busy because they're the 8th seed in the East, so they must have a somewhat high draft pick. Must be
they have the 18th. They're right above us.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Right there. Look at that.
All right, what's next? Oh, we got to go draft now. Okay. Assuming it goes to Game 7, 4 days. 4 days to go from if it happened to Game 7 of the finals to trying to draft. Man, that's crazy.
Oh, then you've got, by the way, breaking news, sort of, not as of today, but Twitter, what is this? Come on, guys. Twitter.com. The webpage and whether there are combating. Okay. I don't know what that was about. Oh, I see. All right, we'll go to this one. Twitter.com, Sean Cunningham. Is it just Sean Cunningham? Yes. He reports on the Kings, and he has the schedule of the California Classic, people. So that will be the first summer league. It's in Sacramento, July 3rd and 4th, 2 weeks after the draft, 3rd and 5th. I think there's just these games and that's it. But there are 6 teams. One of them is the Spurs. However, John Hollinger tweeted and said, I'd be shocked if they played Wemby at all during Summer League. So I
Well,
kind
they
of
have
get
to draft him first, I guess.
they have to draft him first, but they're going to draft Wemby. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, I know. That was a joke.
But
he's as lock of a lock as I can think of since.
But it does make sense. It does make sense to me that they wouldn't play him. Why risk it? Just start him out in training camp. He's that good. He could play. He could start in an NBA game right now. It's fine.
I think he's going to be a little bit of a letdown in his first season in some way.
Because
then, I think he'll struggle to adjust to the game in the beginning, and he might get hurt a little bit because of physicality. But he'll figure something out by the end of his first year. People going, oh, maybe we overhyped him a little bit, and then with just a little being under the radar a little bit, allowed to make some more mistakes without everybody on him, I think he'll come out and start really being a monster around year 2 and 3. That's my prediction.
All right, I'm not going to predict, but
it's just there's so much hype and pressure that I wonder if it'll be a little rough for him at the beginning, and then he'll figure it out and start dominating. That's really what I'm saying.
We'll see. I don't know. I don't know him well enough. I don't have any information to go on.
Neither do I. It's just
then you want to, I mean, other than if you want to say that Chet Holmgren has the same body type and he got injured in the summer on a wet spot in Seattle, unfortunately. So there's that.
That is a thing. It's just a lot of 7 foot. He's 7'5", right? So a lot of guys over 7'3" or really over 7'2" seem to struggle with that. I think he's such a solid perimeter player that he's a real he's not a guard because he's too big, but he's guard skills where that'll help him a lot, just be able to play more like a KD type player, not have to bang constantly in the low post. I mean, he's going to tower over Kevin Durant. That's unbelievable, man. He's 5'6" inches taller than him, and he could shoot like that. I mean, maybe not like KD. That's a little unfair, but he could shoot a little bit like that, So I think he'll be good. But I do think people forget, it's difficult for big men to adjust to the NBA, And he's playing in France. If I said, have you ever watched Metro 92 3 years ago? People would be like, is that a movie? I don't know what that competition's like, I know he did well against the G League, but being the most hyped prospect coming in the NBA, let's just tone it down and say this guy's going to be really good if he can stay healthy. He's really skilled. Well, let's see how he adjusts to the league first. That's all. Just give him a moment to breathe. God, everything is right now. I need it now. I'm doesn't,
who's doing that?
Well, it's with everything in modern life, it feels like, don't, right?
I'm sure we'll see it. Yeah. I mean, but
if you try and do that with a turkey and just burn it in 3 seconds, it's not going to taste as good as if you let it cook for 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
It's just the truth,
Yeah. Well, I think this is more applicable to Warriors fans in the prism of Kuminga.
Yeah, exactly. Although Kuminga has already won a championship and played pretty well that year, so we know that he can at least play in the league. I mean, we know that now, right? But expecting him to be Kawhi when he's 20, maybe that was a little fast. I mean, I like the idea of hey, he can add Kawhi's, he can work on a little bit of Kawhi footwork, right? He can you can add this from the way Leonard Reed. That's fine, but like be as good as Kawhi. That's not what I was talking about, and I think that's crazy. Just it takes time to mature, and they're nowhere near mature. Moody and Kuminga are both mature like personalities, but they're not near physical maturity. And can you imagine what Moses Moody's going to be like when he's 27 years old, when he's my age? How good of a basketball player he's going to be then? Can you imagine what type of monster Jonathan Kuminga is going to be when he's seen all the ups and downs of the NBA, and he's seen every type of defense, and he's learned from the best around, picking apart guys and taking his good one-on-one defense and adding that to team defense and using that same ability that he has to just effortlessly dunk the ball, to effortfully grab rebounds, and just where these guys are going to be with a higher basketball IQ, a little bit of age and experience, and their full grown man bodies. And you don't want to rush that in 1 year, right? It needs to be a process. I mean, being drafted high is a blessing and a curse. I guess so. You can eat or you can eat right. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Jokic was drafted in 2014 in the 2014 draft, and it took him time to develop. So, same with Wimby. Yeah, you guys are making good points. Oh, that's nice, Blazing. Can I put that up? Okay.
What?
That one? Yeah, that's, you know what? I like that, man. I do like that. That's interesting. And Blazers root for the Heat, too. Yeah, Ime Udoka brought 3 Celtics assistant coaches with him to Houston later, too. That's very
Who are they? Do you know?
I don't know, but I did hear about that before.
Udoka,
Maybe
Rockets assistant coaches.
maybe brought it up.
Oh, there we go. Aaron Miles, former Warrior. Good luck, Aaron.
Mike Moser and Ben Sullivan. I don't know who those guys are, but good luck, man. Ime is a really good head coach, man. He's a really good head coach. I think Monty Williams in Detroit's interesting because I can see them having like a lot of young guys on there, but kind of mature young guys. Like right now, they have Cade Cunningham and James Wiseman and Jalen Duran and Isaiah Stewart. And I know everybody remembers Isaiah Stewart getting bloodied up by LeBron and like no one in the arena could stop him. Like he was really angry, and he's a big dude. They call him Beef Stew. But generally, he's pretty mature. So I almost wonder with those type of personalities, if Monty Williams set up like a like kind of a college atmosphere, somewhat. Like I think that's the only way you can really succeed with mostly young players on your team. I think that could be kind of fun. I know Bruce is saying that Monty Williams didn't have the best experience with big men. I think he was talking about Ayton, but I don't know. That was a whole different scenario. And Pistons, I don't think are looking to try to win a title like next year. So I do wonder if that could work. And I kind of like what the Pistons have going for them. It's interesting. But I mean, I can see that like very collegiate vibe, with some like fun traditions and everything, and like, all right, we don't have a huge number of vets here, but I need to make sure that like you guys are staying in line, so we're going to make it like more like what it was like in the dorms in college, rather than like, all right, we're like the Warriors, right? We're a professional team. You guys are gonna go do your things, and like Steph's gonna go golf with Andre, Draymond's gonna go pod and then watch tape, and Klay's gonna go out on the boat, and then just okay, have fun, you 33-year-old like grown men, go live your lives. Like, it's totally different. As great as that chemistry can be, that I was just thinking, like looking at the Pistons, thinking about Monty Williams, and thinking about like, okay, how do you try to win with so many young guys? I think that's probably the way that I would go about doing it. Thank you, Mr. Bennis.
See you Sunday, 5 p.m. Game 2.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Absolutely. Oh yeah, it's at 5 and not 5:30 on Sunday. All right, should be available too, Mitch.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Everyone's got to go. So next live, let me write it down. Next live Sunday, June 4th at 5 p.m. Not 5:30 BDT. Right back here, and we'll also say just us 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, just us.
So that, and then boom. All right, everybody. Thank you, Dean, for all the play-by-play and
yes, sir,
carrying us and allowing me to just finish up the first few steps of creating a new channel that has more NBA. Let's go NBA, basically.
Yeah.
Let's go NBA. I don't know. What should I call it?
I don't know. I'll talk to you about it. I had.
Well, you better talk to me. Text me real soon, because I want to just set it up.
Is there anything called game winners? I don't know. I always like that.
I don't know if that really jives with me, but you're gonna have to text me real soon on those things. All right.
I love the idea, though. I'm very excited for that idea. It should be a lot of fun. Yeah.
All right, then. We're out. Just this 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1.